you, my lord. Mr. Zungu.
That's me.
What was your highest standard of, or what is your highest standard of education?
We know that there is a standard way that Advocate Mshololo opens a cross-examination, but we've been through that, my lord, that it's irrelevant regarding a version that a witness profers before this court.
Yes, Mshololo, say it's irrelevant.
My lord, I submit that it is relevant because the witness, my lord, that is testifying is a police officer. So it is important that the court knows the qualifications and expertise together with experience of the witness.
Okay, let's hear you.
Thank you.
Can I not answer that?
Okay. When were you employed as the police officer?
24 January 2011.
24th of January 2011.
Okay. Did you receive any training when you were employed?
Yes.
Yes. What kind of the training?
Training enjani? The police training.
Yes, which entails what?
Yes,
Just tell us the kind of training that you received
Because
when you were employed.
training
It's a police training.
It is called police training.
Yes, what?
Yeah.
Were you told to type? Were you told to do what? Just tell me what kind of the training, what type of the training that you received?
I think that I got the training that all the police officers got.
No, I'm not asking about the one that is given to all other police officers. I'm asking the one that was given to you.
It didn't happen that I got trained alone. I was trained together with the other police officers.
Okay, the one that you received with your team at that particular time. You can just summarize the main duties or the main part of the training that you received.
Basic police training.
Basic police training.
Okay. Were you trained about the handling of the firearm?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of training you received about handling of the firearm?
Training A1 it's a basic training.
The same training, or it is incorporated within the same training of the basic.
Okay.
Basic training, yes.
So it means you have information on how to handle the police firearm.
Not only the police firearm, a firearm.
Not as it has been responded to by the witness himself in English.
Okay. In your examination in chief, you testified that you gave your firearm, your state firearm, to someone else.
Yes.
And that was wrong.
Once again, request that these provisions of Section 203 have already been explained, but they once again be explained.
Well, not the witness, if it's his right if he says, I elect not to answer that.
But you are an officer of this court. This court has already made a ruling about that.
Well, not unfortunately, it's part of the witness examination in chief. That's why I had to go. I had to put questions to that effect because it's part of the examination in chief, which was introduced by the same witness, incriminating himself under oath. So that's why I'm asking this clarity question, my lord.
What's your response, sir? You know your rights. What's your response?
Amalungelo wakho uyawazi, uphendula ngokuthini futhi?
Uthini Mshololo umbuzo wakho?
What is your question, Mshololo?
Yeah, I was saying it was wrong what you did
Ngokusho kwakho.
for giving your firearm to someone else.
Cela ungakuphenduli.
Let me not answer that one.
And
And earlier on, the witness said that that is in accordance with your statement or your version.
sorry, that was
Earlier on, he said that according to you, that was wrong. But let me not answer that question.
And you agree with me that if a person gives his firearm to someone or to other person who is not licensed to possess that firearm, that is an offense?
Uyawazi lokho?
I know that.
Okay. And you have testified under oath that you have handed your firearm to someone else who was not licensed to possess that firearm belonging to you.
Angeke ngibe nolwazi ukuthi unayo license ngereason yokuthi why ngamnikeza sona.
I wouldn't know whether he's got a license, but I've got my reasons as to why I handed him the firearm.
But you were the only person who was licensed to possess that firearm.
Do you know whether Gwabeni is licensed or not?
Sorry, Manu.
Gwabeni, do you know whether he's licensed or not? If you do, of course, fine.
And what I'm saying in respect of the state firearm which the witness was
Yeah,
allocated.
but you're alluding to a firearm which apparently was handed to Gabeni. Whether Gabeni has a license or not, do you have knowledge about that, or your client rather?
No, my lord, I think that was not line of my question. My line of question was that, my lord,
Who is supposed to be having a license and not to be given a firearm by this witness?
the person who's supposed to have the license is the
It was
witness.
supposed to be whom?
Sorry, my lord?
It was supposed to be whom?
Yes, supposed to be the witness only, not the person whom
He has a firearm. He has a firearm.
Yes, my
So
lord.
he's handing that firearm to somebody else, and it's supposed to be whom?
Who did not have the license to
Yeah,
put
right, it's whom?
According to his evidence, that was Kwabini, my lord.
He never said that. Gwabeni didn't have a license.
My lord, can I engage a witness regarding that, other than engaging the court? Because the witness is the one who is testifying, and I need clarity, my lord, as to who had the firearm to possess the state firearm, which was allocated
Yeah,
to
you can
him.
do that, but
Yes.
I can't allow you to make a statement which was never made by this witness.
My lord, I can rephrase if the court...
I read you this thing yesterday.
Yes.
I read. A judge is not a mere umpire to answer the question, how is that? Lord Benning once said, fairness of court proceedings requires of the trier to be actively involved in the management of the trial, to control the proceedings, to ensure that public and private resources are not wasted, to point out when evidence is irrelevant, and to refuse to listen to irrelevant evidence. A supine approach towards litigation by judicial officers is not justifiable either in terms of the fair trial requirement or the context of resources. And I said this case by 5 judges. Case is Taken Safe Trading CC and others versus Standard Bank of South Africa Limited 2004-4 SA. That's what they say I must do, not me. 5 judges. Okay. So when you say I interfere, I'm just following the dictates of the law. That's all.
My lord, I do not have a problem with the
Okay,
authorities
fine. Continue.
and the case law. The court has just referred to this court, but my question to this witness is on the clarity
Yes, fine. Ask it, ma'am. Ask it.
regarding the clarity on the issue of handling the firearm. My question was, between the two of you who had a license to possess the same firearm, I'm referring to the state firearm that was allocated to you.
Cela ungakuphenduli.
Okay.
I'd like you to answer that one.
Okay. And then, were you doing normal shift, or you were working 5 days a week? What kind of the office hours you were doing at the time of October, especially on the date of the 24th of October.
Ngicabanga ukuthi ngisebenza 24 hours uba ma rest day kodwa ngiqashwe njengomuntu osebenza 24 hours.
There would be rest days in between, but I have been employed to work 24 hours a day.
Okay. So you were supposed to knock on duty at what time?
I knock
On the
at
24th.
1 o'clock. On the 26th.
On the 26th, you knocked on duty at what
I
time?
knock off before 1 o'clock because event yami yayikade phela ngaleso sikhathi, so umsebenzi wami awuphelile for that day.
Now, my event was done before that time, and therefore I'm saying that I knocked off before 1 o'clock on that day.
Oh, okay. And when had you knocked on duty?
Why and in emsebenzini?
Ekseni,
Yes, at what time?
ngicabanga ngo-8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
I think it was 8 o'clock.
Okay. And from 8 o'clock to 1 o'clock, a state vehicle was allocated to you.
24 hours, yebo.
Okay. And in
24
that,
hours, yes.
and for that state vehicle, you would have been allocated with a logbook. Am I correct?
Yebo.
Yes.
And the logbook is meant to record all the movements and the traveling that you have traveled on each and particular day.
Lunjani?
Yebo.
It is so, yes.
Can we get the logbook for this vehicle because it was a state vehicle
So I told
to show that it traveled from Tembisa, as we have stated, to Johannesburg CBD and to Vosloorus hostel on the 26th of October 2014.
Ngicabanga ukuthi ngakuthola kumqashi wami angiwakhipha ama-document ase-SAPS.
I think that will be found from, or it will be retrieved by my employer. Personally, I cannot retrieve that.
Who is your commander? No problem, we're going to ask that. Who is your commander?
Ngicabanga ukunginikeza igama lo-commander oyi-1 akekho responsible for ama-logbook ami. I-SAPS in general, ama-logbook ayakhona.
Put and put.
Ngithi ama-document awayi kwi-commander yami kodwa sole commander kimi aye kwi-SAPS.
My documents don't necessarily go to a specific commander of mine. They just go to the SAPS administration.
Yeah, SAPS where?
Bopi.
Tembisa?
Tembisa police station.
Yes.
That's correct.
Okay. Then we'll be able to get these records at Tembisa police station.
Angeke ngikwazi ukufakaza angisebenze archives.
I won't be able to attest to that. I'm not working in archives.
Okay. Is it your evidence that you can't produce the documents to prove the travelings that you traveled on the date, which is 26 October 2014?
As the witness said, the logbook can be retrieved.
Is the question disallowed, my lord?
I don't know, what do you think? Because you say it is his evidence that he can't produce, and yet he told you that these books go to the South African police officers.
Yes, but it is duty, my lord, to give us information where we can
Yeah,
get
fine,
it.
but you can't say his evidence is that he can't produce them.
Yes.
And when I want to correct that, I'm supposed to be interfering.
Thank you, my lord. Can you respond?
I couldn't respond enough.
18.
That you could not prove, you could not produce in this court the records confirming that you traveled to Vosloorus hostel on the 26th of October.
Uma uthi ngeke ngikuprove mhlawumbe usho ukuthi mhlawumbe onke ama-document ase-SAPS ngeke ngikwazi ukuwalanda. SAPS mina ngihambise SAPS ngicante SAPS ekwaziyo ngalokho.
If you say that I cannot prove, it means that I won't be able to retrieve the documents at the SAPS. I took the documents and I gave them to SAPS, and they are in the hands of the SAPS.
Okay. Let's move on. At what time did you said at what time did you meet with Makosonke? In Joburg.
Ngicabanga ngabo-1 because ngisuke ngabo-1 to 2 lapho.
Around 1 o'clock. Because I left about 1 o'clock, 1 to 2 o'clock.
Okay. And what time did you leave to Vosloorus?
Why first of all,
Ngangingabhekanga isikhathi ngafika ngesikhathi sasemini.
I didn't check the time. I arrived during the day.
Yeah, during the day. After how long? After 2 hours, after 3 hours, because midday between 1 and 2 you are in Joburg CBD.
1, 2 o'clock use-Joburg CBD.
Ukwazi kanjani ukuthatha amahora amabili eJoburg?
How do you know that it takes 2 hours to Joburg? Or from Joburg?
Listen, Mr. Zungu, you are not
Ulalele.
asking me questions.
Ulalele.
Please answer the question. Just learn that culture. Have you testified before in court?
Usuke wathula ubufakazi bakhe enkantolo phambilini?
Kuphendule kulokho yebo.
Yes.
When the question is put to you, yours is to answer.
Yeah,
You
but
don't
you-
ask me question back, because I'm not going to answer you.
Uma ubuzwa umbuzo wena ke ichaza ekumele ulibambe lana ukuthi uphendule awubuzi imibuzo wena
I'm
uyaphendula.
asking an estimate from the hours that have been given by you that you were in Johannesburg between 1 and 2. Then I'm saying, after how long?
Ngeke ngikwazi estimator.
I won't be able to estimate.
Okay. And then what time did you arrive at hostel?
Wafika ngobani isikhathi ehostel?
Angikhumbula isikhathi.
I cannot remember the time.
Okay. At what time did you see accused number 5 at hostel?
Wambona ngobani isikhathi accused number 5 ehostel?
Mina imizuzwana nje ngifikile ngambona.
A few minutes or a few seconds after I arrived at the hostel, then I saw him.
And also you can't recall time.
Nalokho
No,
angiyakwazi
isikhathi cha.
ukuthi- Yes,
Masipala phansi.
yes, I wasn't generalizing time.
Okay. And am I correct to say it was your first time to see accused number 5 on that particular day?
Beku okokuqala ubona umangalela wesihlanu ngalelo suku.
Ukukhuluma naye kwangokuqala.
Talking to him, it was the first time.
Okay. To see accused number 5, what is the answer?
Ukumbona yena,
Ngangambona before.
I
Where?
once saw him before.
Where?
Kuphi?
Ngeke ngikhumbule ukuthi ukuphi kodwa ngangambona bengimazela somewhere kodwa bengazi ngikhulume naye.
I cannot remember where exactly did I see him before.
The
It's
reason why
only
you
that I saw him, but I didn't have any conversation with him there.
the reason why you cannot remember where you had seen him is because you are lying. You've never saw him before.
Isona ke sizathu. Khuluma manga ukazi umbone phambilini.
Makusho wena.
According to what you are saying.
You said, how did you know his name that we have referred to this court?
Libila likankani.
Is it which one? The Nkani name?
Yeah, that's what you said. You
look,
don't ask me.
Ungabuzi mina.
Okay.
Okay.
How did you know that name?
Ulazi kanjani lelo
Ngoba
gama?
bengimazi.
That is because I knew him.
Antonke umuntu ebelazi nalelo gama.
I think everyone knew him by that name.
Accused number 5 would tell this court that he was never at hostel where you were on the 26th of October 2014.
Qamba manga.
He's lying.
Okay. Then let's move on. You testified that you saw 2 people exchanging guns, firearms.
Yes. Yes. We have ukuthi yebo ngikutshilo lokho ukuthi ngibona
And
abantu
at that-
ababili ba exchange ibham.
And at that particular time, you were a police officer.
Ubu iphoyisa ngaleso sikhathi.
Yebo.
That is correct, yes.
And you failed to do your duties to report the unlawful activity that happened in front of you.
Wahluleka ke wena ukuthi ureporte lento eyayingekho emthethweni eyayenzeka nje phambi kwakho.
Angihlulekanga ngobukhona namhlanje futhi ummele. Iyo le ngayenza.
Angizwa?
Angihlulekanga ukuyenza ingakho ngayenza ingakho simile namhlanje mmele.
I did not fail to do that. That is why we are standing here today.
At the time when you witnessed that incident, you did not act. Am I correct? Which is
Ngaleso sikhathi-ke,
October 2014.
Mubona lesi sigameko azange ukuthatha inyathelo nge-26 zika October 2014.
Okusalayo ngiyithathile inyathelo ngoba silapha namhlanje. Ngakwenza lokho.
What remains is that I eventually took the steps, or
Yes.
I
But
did something about it because we are here today.
Right now, Constable, I'm being specific on the 26th of October
Khuluma nge-26 zika October
when you
2014.
saw the unlawful activity happening in front of you.
Nasi isigameko ke esingekho semthethweni senzeka, uyabona ukuthi senzeka phambi kwakho, akho lutho walenza wena nge-26 zika October 2014.
Wangenasidingo sokuthi ngi-act ngaleso sikhathi ngoba ngeke nayo evidence unayo namhlanje.
There wasn't a need for me to can act immediately during that time because I did not have then the evidence that you have today.
As a police officer, you had a legal duty to arrest
Yes.
those people who were exchanging guns You had a duty to call other police officers to come and arrest those people so that further investigations can be done. And you failed to execute your duties.
Awuzange ngikwenze lokho wathi ukwenza lokho njengephoyisa ke ubufaneleke ngokuphela ke kusemahlombe kuwena ukuthi uma ubona abantu benza into engekho semthethweni njengoba ubona abantu ba exchange izibhamu ubufanele ukuthi ke wena ubabambe ngaleso sikhathi awukwenzanga ke
Uphendula lokho Mshololo ukubopha umuntu akusho ukuthi sekuyizathu it's a final decision wayazi ukuthi uzoboshwa nangakusasa noma yini.
Now arresting
Bakwazi ukuthi agcine boshiwe ngeevidence ayikhona. Ngalelo langa angizothi yini enginibophela yona.
Arresting a person is not the final decision that a person can make because that person knows that they are still going to be arrested. At the time, what information was I going to provide to him for his arrest?
Had you executed your duties properly, had you reported, had you called the police would have arrived and apprehended the suspects and confiscated the 2 firearms that you have testified about.
Kube wakwenza lokho waripotela amaphoyisa wabiza amaphoyisa bezoza ke ezobamba labasona kanti ke nalezi ibhamu ke beyothathwa bathathelwa zona lezi ibhamu.
Ngoba unasiqiniseko ukuthi ayingathi efika amaphoyisa amanye maybe backup wathole sesana lezo bhamu ingakho ukwazi ukuthi namhlanje ukwazi ukuzobamela ngoba amaphoyisa kwakumele enze investigation yawo akwazi ukuthola ukuthi kwenzakaleni bese yababopha ingakho bamele namhlanje.
Now there had to be investigations that had to be conducted by the police to ascertain what offense did they actually commit. Because we are not sure that when upon the arrival of the police would have indeed found them in possession of those firearms. That is why you are here today and representing them today.
But you hid the crucial information to report, to call other police to come and apprehend so that a further investigation could have been done on those 2 firearms.
Wagciba ke ulwazi olwalumqwa kakhulu ukwenza ke ukuthi amaphoyisa akwazi ukuthola ulwazi akwazi ukuphenya ngalo lwazi ukuze ke egcineni ke bakwazi ukuboshwa labantu.
Uqinisekisa ngaqinisekisa ukuthi lolo lwazi luhlala ligcinekile ukuze maselidingeka njengoba lidingeka namhlanje lokwazi ukuthi litholakale.
As far as keeping that information, I did keep that knowledge safe so that today we may be able to be acting on that knowledge.
But on the 26th of October, the police were not called to come and confiscate the accused.
26 is October 2014. Amaphoyisa azange abizwe ukuthi mageze ke azothatha lezi ibhamu.
Ngasebenzisa discretion yami ukuthi anginayo evidence enough.
I used my discretion to say that I do not have sufficient evidence or enough evidence.
Was there a police station next to the hostel where you witnessed the unlawful activities of the exchange of firearm in front of you?
Bakhona ke police station eseduze lapho hostel khona la wabona exchange wa ibhamu khona.
Ngangise hostel ngangayibonanga police station.
I was at the hostel.
Ngisebenzisa ulwazi lami lokuthi kuphi police station kodwa ngaleso sikhathi ngangayibonanga police station.
On that day, I did not see the police station. I cannot use my knowledge pertaining the whereabouts of the police station. But on that day, I was at the hostel. I didn't see the police station.
At the hostel, you testified that there were many people moving in and out. Is that your evidence?
Yebo.
Yes, that was my evidence.
It's better to wait for the interpretation. I do appreciate that you understand English.
Understood.
Okay. Did you know any person out of the people who were coming in and out the hostel besides Kwabeni, Makosonke, and the accused as we have testified, other than those people?
Ngaphandle kukaGwabini Makhosini nabomangalelwa njengoba usufakazile ngabe khona abantu bubazi khona lapho kulabo abantu abengena bephuma khona lapho ehostel.
Yebo.
Yes.
Okay, who were those? If you can still recall.
Uma ngabe usakhumbula.
Ngisabakhumbuli abanye ngikhumbulayo mention leyo ngasekho.
I cannot remember those people, but the one person that I can still remember is the one that you have mentioned.
Okay.
That had passed on.
But there were people that you knew.
Kodwa babekhona abantu obubazi.
yebo babekhona.
Yes, there were people that I
Did
knew.
you report to any of those people that we have seen people exchanging the firearms?
Ngabe waripota komnye walabo bantu okanye
Cha.
waripota
Uthanga kubo?
Awungilindi. Ngabe khona ke kulabo bantu baziyo ke oke waripota kubona ukuthi sengibone exchange ake kwepha pan azange.
Hayi akayikho ngaripota kuyo.
There isn't any person that I reported that to.
Okay. Did you know anyone who was responsible for the hostel?
Khona omaziyo ke okuyena ke obebheke khona lapha okanye ecaphe khona lapha hostel.
Uhlala khona uqaphile.
A person, a caretaker, a person that is residing there or that is looking.
Yes, it can be caretaker, anyone who was responsible for the...
Anginalwazi lakhona.
I don't have the knowledge of that.
Did you try and find out who is the responsible person for the hostel in order for you to report this exchange of firearms?
Wazama ke ukuthola ukuthi ubani umuntu responsible la, ubani oqaphile khona la, olawulayo la kule hostel, ukwenzela ke ukuthi ukwazi ukuyoreport lesi sigameko kuyena. Wazama ukuthola.
Angikwenzanga lokho.
I didn't do that.
Were you allowed to drive a state vehicle to the hostel?
Uvumelekile okanye ubugunyaziwe ukuthi udrive imoto yombuso ukuya khona lapha hostel.
Yebo.
Yes.
Going with the state vehicle to the hostel, was it part of your duties?
Bekuyingxenye yomsebenzi wakho ukuya khona lapha ke hostel ngemoto yomsebenzi.
Kwakuyingxenye ngangisenza umsebenzi wami njengoba ngisebenza ngayo 24 hours.
Given the fact that this was a work-related vehicle and I was using that vehicle for 24 hours,
What
it was
duties?
a part of my duty.
What duties were you doing in hostel at that time?
Muphi umsebenzi khona lapha hostel?
Ehostel abengayanga ngosebenza ngithe ngangivakashele.
At the hostel, I didn't say that I had gone to work there. I said that I had gone to visit
Yeah,
at the
then,
hostel.
then visit was not part of the duties.
Lokho ukuvakashela ke kwakunge ingxenye yomsebenzi wakho.
Wangesiyona.
It wasn't a part of my duty.
Was it also evidence that when you arrived there, you drank meat and you drank alcohol and ate meat?
Ngabe ubufakazi bakho obuthule ukuthi uma ufika lapho ke nadla inyama okanye wadla inyama waphuza notshwala?
Yebo.
Yes.
Was that part of the duties you were allowed to was that part of the duties you were allowed to execute with a state vehicle?
Lokho okwakwenza ke kwaba ingxenye ke yomsebenzi wakho owawenza usebenza imoto yombuso.
Ukudla inyama nokuphuza utshwala kusumsebenzi wami.
Now eating meat and drinking liquor, that is not part of my work.
Do you agree that it was your private visit? It was not the official visit?
Uyakuvuma lokho ukuthi ukuvakasha nje private?
Yebo.
That is correct, yes.
And that was not supposed to be done with a state vehicle?
Nokuthi lokho bekungafanele ukuthi kwenziwe ke ngemoto yombuso.
Angikwazi ukuthi kusho ngakuphi lokho.
I do not know why you saying that.
Is it your evidence that at that time you were stationed at Senzani police station? Senzani police station?
Ubusebenza Senzani police station ngaleso sikhathi?
Chabo.
No.
Where were you stationed?
Ubusebenzela kuphi?
Tembisa.
Tembisa police station.
Yebo.
That's correct.
Who was Sebenza Hospital? Sebenza police station. What did you say about Sebenza police station?
Utheni ngesebenza police station?
Ngalalela. Ngithe ngisebenza now. Manje.
I said that I am working at Sebenza right now, not then.
At that time you were at Tembisa police station?
Yes.
Okay. Who was the station commander? Who was the station commissioner of Tembisa police station at that time?
Ngizamkhumbuli.
I-
Bashintshe baningi.
I can't remember him. That post was actually a lot of people were exchanging that particular post.
But on that
Number.
particular day, especially 26 October, to whom were you reporting to at Tembisa station?
Ubu-reporter kubani
Njengoba sengishilo ngisakhumbula ukuthi kwakubani no-station commander ngicabanga ukuthi ungakuthola e-SAPS ukuthi kwakubani no-station commander.
As I have already indicated that I cannot remember who the station commander was. Perhaps at the police station you can then find who the station commander was on that day, okay, or during that.
You cannot recall the station commander, you cannot recall the relief command, your relief commander as well.
No relief commander yena awumkhumbuli.
We have allowed this cross-examination, but all these issues are collateral issues. Once a witness is given an answer on a collateral issues, it cannot be explored any further. We submit, my lord, that the further cross-examination on all these collateral issues should not be allowed.
Yes, continue, Mr. Mshololo.
Thank you, my lord. You further testified that as you were sitting there, okay, before I go there, you said you saw accused number 5 at the hostel. What was he doing when you saw him for the first time? For the first time when you arrived.
Uthi umangalelwa wesithathu wambona khona lapha ne-hostel. Okokuqala mambona uma ufika khona laphayana bekenzani?
Ngizothi bekhona ngaphakathi ukuthi benzani.
I would say he was just inside as to what was he doing. He was with the others inside of the house.
You cannot tell what he was doing.
Angiyakwazi ukusho ukuthi ubenzani.
Okay. What was he wearing?
Ube egcoke njani?
If white.
He was wearing a white vest.
Nesigqoko samasotsha.
And the military hat.
And what else?
Yilokho engikukhumbulayo.
That's what I remember.
And you further testified that as you were sitting there, you were asked by a certain gentleman that accused number 5 wanted you to remove your car in order for him to be able to go out.
Khona umliso wakutshela ukuthi umangalelwa wesihlanu ucela ukuthi wena ususe imoto yakhe ukuthi akwazi ukuphuma.
Yebo.
Yes.
And in your examination in chief, on the appearances of the 7th of September, you said it was a certain gentleman who asked you to give away of accused number 5. You remember that?
Uyakhumbula lokho? Ukuthi khona ke umliso thize ke owacela ukuthi ufanele ukuthi wena ususe imoto yakho uvulele umangalelwa wesihlanu indlela.
Yebo.
Yes.
But today you are now saying it was narco.
Namhlanje uthi unako.
Yebo.
Yes.
Why are you changing?
Manje usushintshelane ke?
Ngishintshe kuphi?
Where did I change?
You said whilst you were seated, accused number 5 then requested a certain gentleman.
Uthi ke wena ke ngikade usahleli phansi umangalelwa wesihlanu wase ucela umliso thize.
To ask me to just give way because I was parked right behind him so that I could just reverse. I did that and I went back inside.
Ngicela ke ukuthi mangimvulele indlela ke ngoba ngangipaka emva kwakhe ngakwenza ke lokho.
Uma uthi umlisa ukuthi ngimkhumbule ukuthi igama lakhe angiboni kuyinkinga kulokho.
If you say the other gentleman, the fact that I may have forgotten his name, I don't see any problem with that.
Okay, but you agree that you did not say that it was narco.
Uyavuma ke lokho ukuthi azange ukuthi unako.
In your examination in chief.
I cannot remember as to whether at the time did I say that I didn't say that it was narco. But if I had remembered his name, I had. But all I can remember is that there is a person that came to me and asked me that I should go and shift the vehicle.
Okay. And what was the registration number for the car that you say it was driven by accused number 5?
Registration yemoto yakho ukuthi ibishayelwa nguye umangalelwa wesihlanu.
Ngangahambi ibhala ama registration.
I didn't go about writing down the registrations.
Did you look at it or you did not?
Uye wayibheka noma cha?
Noma kuthiwa ngayibheka kodwa ke ngiyikhumbula ukuthi ngangayi.
Even if it means that I have had a look at it, I cannot remember now.
So the answer is that you can't recall the registration number of the vehicle. That you say it was driven by accused number 5.
Yebo.
That's correct.
When accused number 5 left, according to your evidence, did he leave alone or with someone?
Makahamba accused number 5 wahamba yedwa okanye khona umuntu wahamba naye.
Ukhuluma ngayiphi incident?
Which incident in particular?
When accused number 5 left.
Umangalelwa wesihlanu makahamba.
We are now when accused number 5 is asking you to reverse in order for him to go out.
Angisho silapho wahamba nobani wahamba yedwa.
mangicabanga ukuthi uhamba yedwa ngazi ukuthi uhamba nobani angambheka
I
ngabe ngapha
I think he left alone. I only went to reverse my vehicle.
You're
then
not
I
sure?
went to park again.
You're not sure?
nobani angambonanga
As to who he left with, I did not see him. I did not witness him.
Okay. Accused number 1, 2, 3, and 4 remained behind when accused number 5 left.
Umangalo wokuqala wesibili wesithathu nowesine basala ngenkathi uhamba umangalo wesihlanu.
Mama Mshololo akusho ukuthi makuhamba uyi1 sekuhamba uyi1 omunye wayiphuma wayengena njengoba ngotshelile eqaleni ukuthi uphumile accused number 5 ngamreversela angeke ngifike endlini ngibheke ukuthi basekhona accused number 1 2 3 4 5.
Look, the accused person number 5 requested that I should reverse for him. When a person stands up and walks out and then come in, as I've already indicated, that people were walking in and out. And after I had reversed for accused number 5, I couldn't go into the house and check as to whether accused number 2, 3, and 4 were still there.
Okay. So you don't know whether the rest of the accused also left when accused number 5 left?
Awunaso isiqiniseko salokho ukuthi uma
You don't know.
umangalo wesihlanu nabo bonke laba bangalelo bahamba nabo. Isiqiniseko sakhona awunaso.
Ngesikhathi ehambile nabanye bahamba babuya abanye bangena baphuma bokusesemini.
It was still during the course of the day. At the time that he had left, the others also walked out and came in. Others came in and then walked out. So it was during the course of the day.
Yeah, remember this is your evidence. I want clarity there, whether accused number 5 left with someone else or they left in different times. Just give us one answer.
Sicela ukuthi usinikeze impendulo nje eyodwa.
If anyone left.
Uma ngabe khona omunye oye wahamba, phela ukhumbule ukuthi umangalelo wahamba, umangalelo wesihlanu. Sifuna ukwazi ukuthi umangalelo wesihlanu wahamba yedwa, nokuthi ke uma abanye bahamba kushuthi ke ngeenkathi ezihlukene.
Njengoba ngishilo ukuthi ngeke ngikwazi ukukhumbula ukuthi omunye uhambe ngoba isikhathi ngomunye uhambe ngoba isikhathi.
As I've already said, I cannot remember what time the other one left and what time also
The reason why you cannot recall, is it because you had consumed alcohol? Because you were drinking Jameson?
Ngabe isona lesizathu senza ukuthi ungakhumbuli ingoba ubuphuze utshwala beniphuza iJameson.
Kodwa le Jameson yangenza ngakhumbula accused number 5.
And the same Jameson made me remember accused number 5.
Yeah. So you admit that it's because of the fact that you had consumed alcohol, that is why you could not see who left at what time, who left at what time.
Sir has said it's putting weight in the witness.
Don't misquote the witness.
Can I rephrase the question, my lord? The reason why you could not see clearly if there was any of the accused who left or did not leave, it's because you had consumed alcohol at that time.
Isizathu senza ukuthi
Do you agree with-
ungabonike ngokugcanile ukuthi ngabe laba abanye abamangelelwa basasekhona ingoba mhlambe wawuphuze utshwala yini.
Uma ngikhumbula ngisho uma ngifika ngangisafika lapho sasingakaphuzi notshwala makhamba accused number 5.
If I remember well, at the time of my arrival, and that was at the time that accused number 5 left, we hadn't consumed liquor as yet. I don't know where you're getting that from.
At what stage did you consume liquor?
Uye waphuza utshwala ngasiphi isikhathi?
Ngalolelwa
Makwenzakalani ngamanye amazwi makwenzakalani ngasiphi isikhathi wena?
ngiyangikhumbula isikhathi ukuthi ngiphuze ngalesikhathi sekuhamba accused number 5 kodwa ngiyazi ukuthi ngangisafika manje ngireversela.
I cannot remember at what stage or what time did I started to consume liquor. All I remember is that the accused person, when he asked me to reverse for him, I just arrived there.
You seem to have a selected memory. You can recall other things, others you cannot recall.
Khona izinto ezikhumbulayo khona ungayikhumbuli.
Njengomuntu nje isikhathi masakhona side mawucabanga ngekukhumbule konke.
Like any other person, or I'm just a mere person.
How long did you
That when something had happened some time ago, certain things you may not necessarily remember them.
How long did you spend with accused number 5?
Uthatha isikhathi esingakanani unomangalelo wesihlanu?
Before he reversed?
Angokuba umangalelo wesihlanu ayophuma okanye areverse.
Angeke ngikwazi ukukhumbula isikhathi ukuthi isikhathi 20 minutes 30 minutes.
I cannot remember the time, whether the time was 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I can't remember.
And furthermore, you testified that you followed accused number 2 and 3, accused number 1 and 2 to the bedroom, and the lights were switched off. You remember that part of your evidence?
Uma ngaqala wesibili wabalandela ukuya khona lapha e-bedroom kanti ke ama-light acima wabalandela. Uyakhumbula?
Ngiyakhumbula.
Yes, I remember that.
And when the light was switched off, you were not inside the room.
Uma ke kucinywa ama-lights ubungekho ngakulelo gumbi.
Isizathu sokuthi kucishwa ama-light ngicela ukuthi kwakuyisizathu ukuthi kwakuthiwa nangu baba omncane. Light yakhona icisha ngesikhathi eside mama Mshololo kwaba nje into ethi nyatu yakhanya futhi same time.
It was.
Wathi uyinenkinga i-light.
It wasn't something that actually took, or the lights were not off for a long time. It was a spur of a moment thing. It went off and on again. And there was something that was said to that effect that there is the younger paternal uncle.
Did you hear the question?
Uzwe umbuzo.
Uphinde ngicela ungiphindela.
Can you repeat that question?
When the light was switched off, you were not inside the room.
Uma ke
The bedroom.
switch off i-light ngakulela room ubungekho ngakuleyo room. Uma kucishwa le light wena ubungekho ngakuleyo room.
Bengiyongena phakathi. Bengena phakathi emnyango because icishwe ngikhona yacishwa yakhanyiswa.
I was just stepping inside of that room at the time that it was switched off. I just walked into that room. I was inside.
And you did not know how it was switched off, that is why you asked.
Awazi ukuthi yaqinga kanjani ilokhu buza.
Bengibuza.
What was I asking?
Ask who is switching off the lights when you were entering the bedroom.
Mawungena ke wabuza ukuthi ubani ocisha light. Ubungazi ukuthi yaqishwa kanjani ngoba ke waqina ke usubuzile wena.
Yingakho impendulo yakho nayithi le light iyahlupha yalunga futhi same time.
That is why the answer was that this light is actually defective, and right at that very time, it was also fine.
You further testified that accused number 5 came in when you were inside in the room. You remember that evidence?
That is accused number 5.
5.
Wafika ukhona ngakuleyo room.
Yebo wafika ngaphakathi ngame accused number 1 2 3 nokwabini. Yebo wangena no accused number 4.
Yes.
Uye futhi wayehamba phambili.
Yes. He got into that room and I was inside of the room. I was together with accused number 1, 2, 3 and Gwabini, and he came into the room walking in front in the company of accused number 4.
Accused number 5 will tell this court that on the 26th of October, he never went to the Soto hostel in Vosloorus, and he did not get into the bedroom as you have testified.
Usho njalo ke uMangalelwa Sihlanu thina nge-26 October 2014 akazange ke aye khona lapho kuleyo hostel Vosloorus nokuthi ke wangena ngakulelo gumbi njengoba wena ke usuthule ubufakazi bakho ngakho. He's lying.
And will further tell this court that he was not in Vosloorus hostel with you.
Uthi ke ubengekho lapha na eVosloorus hostel lakhona nawe.
He does not know you.
Akakwazi.
He was in Johannesburg where he was working on the 26th of October 2014.
Beke seJoburg la esebenza khona nge-26 October 2014. He's lying.
Is there any person who can testify, who can confirm that you saw accused number 5 in hostel, Vosloorus hostel on the 26th of October 2014?
Ngabe khona yini umuntu ongakwazi ukuthi ase ubufakazi bakho amanye amazwi ukusho ukuthi wena ke umbonile lona umangalelwa wesihlanu nge-26 October 2014 khona lapha ehostel ukhona angakuseka kulokho?
Angicabangi lokho ukuthi ngavela ke ngicanti ngavela kubantu bebephenya icase. Abantu abakhulume nabe hostel akusimi ngikhulume nabo.
I think that it's information that can be gathered from the people that are investigating the case.
Okay, but there is no one that you know
wena ke uqobo lwakho akekho omaziyo.
Angiyimisela ukuzofaka omunye entweni engangeni kuyo.
I am not determined to bring a person into something that he shouldn't be a part of.
Yeah, the person will be confirming that he saw accused number 5 with you in hostel.
Lo muntu phela
It's not something that has got nothing to do with anyone. It's just confirming what you are saying.
Lo muntu phela ke uzoqinisekisa ke lokho kushoyo wena ukuthi umbonile umangalo wesihlanu nge-26 ka-October ehostel.
Why kumele achoose yilo muntu ngeke ngikwazi ukuchoose umuntu?
Why should that person be chosen by myself? I cannot choose a person.
But you are a police officer.
Kodwa ke uyiphoyisa.
Yebo.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to the newspaper that you said you read on the... When did you read the newspaper?
Uthi uyayifuna
Days
nini?
after ngicabanga ukuthi kwakuyi-Tuesday.
Newspaper.
Yeah.
2 days after.
What
I
was
think
the
it
pic-
was on a Tuesday.
What was depicted in that picture?
Kwakuvezwe imifanekiso
Regarding this
khona
case.
lapho. Mayelana ke nale case kwakuvezwe ini?
Was there a description or was there a picture referring to the suspects in this case?
Kwakhona mhlawumbe incazelo okanye kwakhona ke umfanekiso mayelana ke nabasolwa kuleli cala.
Kwakuneyithombe
There were photographs.
nestori sakhona kwakuthi sibhalwe ngaleyo ndlela babesibhale ngayo leyo ma-journalist.
Now the formatting of that article had the pictures as well.
Yes, pictures for who?
Kwakukhona ke ama-picture wobani,
Ungathi isithombe sikabani?
meaning whose picture?
Pictures for the suspects, for the complainants, for what are the pictures?
Suspect.
Depicted.
Ama-suspect.
Yes.
The suspects' pictures.
Yes, can you describe those two pictures
Ngaphana ngencazelo yalezo ithombe eziwu-2
that you saw in that newspaper?
lezo oyibone khona lapho kuleyo lelo phephandaba.
I know that you said you cannot recall the name of the newspaper. Am I correct?
Ngiyakwazi lokho ukuthi ushilo ukuthi angeke ukwazi ukukhumbula igama lalelo phephandaba.
Uma ngikhumbula ithombe saziwu-2.
If I remember well,
Ilesi
there were
ade
two.
ngisiboniswa u-advocate Ngumalo.
It was one of the pictures is the one that Advocate Numalo was.
Forget about that.
shown.
The answer, the question is, can you describe the pictures that you saw on the newspaper?
Ungakwazi ke ukuphana ngencazelo yalezo ke
Describe
okanye
them for me.
description yalezo ithombe oyibone kuleyo
Ubuso
newspaper.
bulapha obunama-dread nobunye
The-
ubuso obuvalwe nge-overhead, i-hood, isigqoko
The face, one of the faces that was depicted there, it had the dreadlocks on the head, as well as the other face that was covered with a hoodie.
Okay. The dreadlocks that you saw, it was the dreadlocks. Sorry, my lord, can I just rephrase? The description that you saw there, it had been given by the people who were inside the house. Did you read an article or you just look at the pictures?
Phela leyo description yalapho ke ya hlinzekwa ilabantu ke abebekhona laphana endlini. Wena wayifunda leyo article okanye wavele wabheka ithombe phela?
ngayifunda ngabheka ney'thombe.
I read the article and I also had to look at the pictures as well.
Okay, what did it say? Who gave that description of those pictures?
Mawufunda kuleyo article ithi ngubani ophene
Was it the
okanye
police or the people who were inside the house during the incident?
ubani owaphana ngaleyo description ke?
Angikhumbula ukuthi ngafunda ukuthi ubani uphene ngaleyo description, kodwa engikwaziyo ngafunda ukuthi zenziwe ubani, ngiyakhumbula zenziwe warrant officers DNK.
Now, I cannot remember who provided or furnished them with the description, but I remember who actually drew those pictures there. It was warrant officer Stiankam.
Okay, am I correct to say the description that was depicted there did not meet the description of accused number 3?
Ngabe kuyiqiniso-ke ukuthi leyo description eyayivela kulezo ithombe khona lapho ibingafani nommangalelwa wesithathu.
Ngendlela engangibuka ngakhona isithombe sasinama-dread ayivulekile, kodwa lapha ngangibone engenawo ama-dread avulekile, waqinile.
Isithombe kwi-newspaper besinama-threads avulekile. Usho njalo. And then kuphi la umbone khona
hostela
hostel eqinile.
yebo.
All right. Now, the photograph on the newspaper, or the picture that was on the newspaper, had the loosened or the loose dreadlocks. But at the hostel, the dreadlocks were braided or fastened together.
Yeah, so what's the answer to my question?
Impendulo ithini? Umbuzo.
It did not meet the description of accused number 3.
Shuthi lo muntu
That's what I asked.
lona obevela kulesi sithombe kwi-newspaper, i-description leyo eyakhe ibengafani nommangalelwa wesithathu.
Yes.
Ngendlela engibone ngakhona ayingafani.
Uyavuma na?
Yebo, ngiyavuma.
Yes.
I agree.
That's all I want.
I agree. That is how I saw him. Yes, the description was not
And the
befitting
description-
accused number 3.
Thank you. And the description for the second suspect, what did you see
Kanti-ke kulo msolo
on the
wesibili,
photo?
mawubheka kuleso sithombe, lo muntu ubefana nobani?
Accused number 2.
That person looked like accused number 2.
You did not understand the question.
I'll
What
find
did you
out.
see in the newspaper?
Uboneni kwi-newspaper.
Newspaper where you read the
Newspaper.
article.
Uboneni.
Ukhuluma ngamaphi manje accused?
Lalela, newspaper. Ubheka i-newspaper. Uboneni mayelana ke nalo suspect wesibili. Uboneni ilokho akuzayo.
Imuphi wesibili?
Ubone oqala ofake onama dreadlocks alusa ngisho. Lo wesibili uboneni mawumbheka yena.
Ngibona accused number 2.
When I looked at the second suspect on the newspaper, I saw accused number 2.
I'll take it that you don't want to answer that question.
Ngizothatha
Okay?
ukuthi ke awufuni ukuphendula umbuzo.
Okay. After reading that article, and you have seen the warrant officer who had been referred to in that article, did you call him to say you've got this information about the real suspects?
Mawuqeda
Ilanga?
I did not phone call him.
And the reason why you didn't call him?
Yes, yes,
Remember, you
I
were a
said-
police officer at that particular time when you read that article, and you had this information. Now, a warrant officer is being referred to describing the article. Why then didn't you go and report the matter that you've got this information so that investigation could have been done regarding that article?
Ingani ungakwenzanga lokho ke? Khumbule phela khona isikhathi ngaleso sikhathi ke bowuyiphoyisa wena. Nakho ufunda i-article, nakho sokuvelela ukuthi lesi sithombe kwalezo ithombe evelela lapho ke warrant officer Skhumbuzo wangamfonela yini? Ngoba phela lolwazi ke oluqhamuka la ulwazi olungakwazi ukuthi lisetshenziswe ekutheni kuphenywe le icala. Wangamfonela yini?
Ngangesimphenya leli cala.
I wasn't the investigator of the case.
No, it's just as a witness.
Njengofakazi nje.
As a witness who is not just an ordinary witness, as a witness who is a police officer who happened to have information regarding the same incident that is being reported on an article.
Njengofakazi. Hayi ufakazi nje ojwayelekile kodwa ufakazi nje oyikhethile okuyiphoyisa onolwazi ke olumayelana ke necala lona leli ke ukuthi liyaphenywa.
Ingakho namhlanje sila.
That is why we are here today.
No, we are not going to avoid that.
Ah,
At the
yeah,
time when you were reading the article,
Where-
why then didn't you report to the police that you have such information regarding this article?
Ingani ngenkathi ufunda leyo article ingani ungazange ngareporter kuleli phoyisa okanye emaphoyiseni
Or to any police officer, not just to be specific to the warrant officer who was written on that article.
Go-
To any police officer to say you've got the information regarding this article.
nako noma yiliphi iphoyisa nje ubungakwazi ukuthi ufonele ingani ungazange wafonela ke emaphoyiseni okanye wareporter ke emaphoyiseni ukuthi ngine information ethize mayelana ke nale article lena ebhalwe phansi nanoma ke bengeyena ke warrant officer Skhumbuzo kodwa ke noma yiliphi nje iphoyisa ingani ungakwazanga ukwenza lokho.
Hey mama Mshololo kusetshenzwa kanjalo. Ngeke ukuthi mawubona into bese suka nje uhambe uyoreport into ongenafakazi bayo.
Ma'am, sorry, that is not how we work. You cannot just be seeing something and then you go and report something that you do not have the supporting evidence of.
Are you done?
That it?
Qhubeka.
I put it to you that you knew as a police officer at the time when you witnessed the incident when you read an article that if you have any information, you are supposed to report it to the police in order for that information to be investigated.
Ngibeka kuwena ke ukuthi nangenkathi ke ufunda le article obukwazi ukuthi unalo ulwazi lokuthi uma ngabe khona ke okuthize ke okutholayo okungasiza amaphoyisa ungakwazi ukuthi ufonele amaphoyisa ngaleso sikhathi uwatshele.
Ngangengwasiza ngangekho kakhulu ngangababonanga irasta lidubula umuntu.
I would not
accuse number mange dubula umuntu. So ngangeke ngifike bethi mina senginolwazi lakhona.
No, I wasn't at the Kumalo's house. I did not witness a Rasta or a dreadlock person shooting at any person. And therefore, I could not have helped them in any way.
Don't confuse yourself. And I put it to you that the reason why you failed to execute your fundamental duties to report to the police about the information that could have assisted the police and investigation at that particular time, it's because the incident on the 26th of October that we are referring to, that it happened at a Vosloorus hostel, did not take place, and you did not have that information at the time when you read that article. That is the reason why you did not report that information. You only fabricated the story later.
Esona sizathu esenza ukuthi ke ungakwazi ukureporta lento lena ke uma wena usofunda iarticle uyabona ke ukuthi kukhona ulwazi oluthize ke olungakwazi ukuthi lisize amaphoyisa okanye lisize ukuphenywa kwaleli cala. Esona sizathu ukuthi awukhulumi lo iqiniso ke uma ukhuluma ngesigameko esenzeke nge-26 khona laphayana nge-26 zika October 2014 khona laphana hostel. Yinto nje oyiphekela yona ke azange kube naleso sigameko ke sase hostel yase Vosloorus.
Ukuphendula iphekele.
Any comment?
Uthini ngokuphendula?
Ukuthi ngiyiphekele yona angiyiphekelanga yona. Iqiniso kuleyo nto.
As you say that it has been fabricated by myself, no, I did not fabricate it myself, and the truth to that matter, Makubega,
ukuthi njengoba ngangibonile accuse number 2 ukuthi uyamatcha naleyo description, but kwangesuka umsebenzi wami ukuthi ngithi sengine show ngalokho ngangazi ukuthi kwenzakaleni kuphi.
And the fact that I had seen accused number 2 matches the description in the newspaper would not be necessarily a confirmation that I now know what happened and where.
And at the time when you read that article, you did not know the person who was referred to in that article. You did not even know the accused number 2.
Ubungamazi ngaleso sikhathi ke lo muntu okhulunywa ngaye lapho kuleyo article futhi ubungamazi lona ummangalelo wesibili ngekade usubona ke lo mfanekiso.
Ngangazi ukuthi kakhumalo bambeke kanjani kodwa mina ngangimbonile ukuthi bona bamdescribe kanjani kodwa mina ngibona lo abakhulume ngaye la ngimbonile la.
Now, I did not know the description which was furnished by the Kumalos. However, the person that I saw on the newspaper, I remember that this one, I saw him at such and such a place.
Sorry, my lord, can I just rephrase? You did not know that the person, the second person who was depicted in that article was referring to accused number 2.
Ubungakwazi ke lokho ukuthi lo muntu wesibili owaye velela khona lapho kulelo phephandaba beku umsolwa wesibili okanye ummangalelo wesibili ubungakwazi lokho.
As a court case, my lord, I know it's an ethical thing, but I don't know whether Advocate Mshololo has got instructions from accused number 2 to put that version that she's putting now to the witness.
Yes.
Thank you, my lord. Can I proceed or can we adjourn, my lord?
No, respond to your learned colleague. Or you don't want to respond to that?
My lord, I don't want to respond to that because I've said to the witness, he did not have the genuine information at the time when he read the article. He did not know. He did not know who was being referred to in that article.
Mr. Baloi, why do you say it's an ethical question?
Well, she's putting it as a fact, my lord, that the witness did not know accused number 2, and one cannot do that, my lord, unless one has got instructions to put that such a submission to a witness.
Yeah, well, this court must take it for granted that she's got instructions. Because she owes this court a duty not to mislead the court.
Yes, my lord.
Ethical. Counsel can't put any submission, proposition, when she doesn't have instructions, because she's representing somebody's version. Is that not so?
My lord, I had laid the basis
No, I'm
before
talking
that.
about, I'm responding to your learned colleagues'
Yes.
query.
My lord, I had said you failed to report because you did not have that information, that evidence. That is why then I put after that, my lord, to say, when you read that article,
Okay, I'll
Thank
let
you.
it rest there.
thank you, my lord.
Yes.
I don't know if we can adjourn for a long break or...
Is that so? Yeah, okay, until 2 o'clock.
Remember
Fundela
that's
for,
part of your examination in chief?
Leyo ngxenye ukuthi
Or should I
wafu-
read it?
wa-
Qhubeka mama.
You can proceed.
Okay. Did you hear or you read it on an article about the first suspect who was arrested in this matter?
Wezwa ngokuboshwa umthwalo wokuqala okanye wafunda kuleyo article ngokuboshwa umthwalo wokuqala?
Yebo,
Oh, yeah, what is
Uzulu
the-
mbuzo.
ukuthi ngafunda ngalokho.
Wafunda ngalokho. Azange uzwe ngalokho.
Ngakufunda ku-newspaper, kuma-newspaper.
Wezwa ngakho noma wafunda ngakho kuma newspaper?
Ngakufunda kuma-newspaper.
I read that in the newspapers.
Okay. And then when you heard that a suspect has been arrested there, why didn't you go to the police for the second time now to report that you also have such an important information about the suspects in this matter?
Mawusozwa-ke ukuthi khona lo oseboshiwe. Yingani ungazange waya khona emaphoyiseni ukuthi uyowatshela amaphoyisa phela-ke nami nginolwazi oluthize-ke olumayelana-ke nelicala okanye ukuboshwa kwalo msolo.
Ngangenaso isizathu sokuthi ngaye emaphoyiseni ngoba amaphoyisa ngicabanga ukuthi anesizathu esina futhi wayembophile ukwenzakaleni ngangazi. Ngangayena umuntu ophenya lelo cala.
I did not have sufficient reasons to can go to the police because the police had their own reasons as to why they arrested that person. And further, I wasn't the person that was now investigating the case.
And further to that, failure to report information about the suspect, you now say in the examination in chief, my lord, I'm referring the witness to the appearances of the 7th of September. It's paragraph 20, the examination in chief of the witness. This is what you said. It's not. On page 38, my lord, paragraph 20. It's short, I can just read it. On page 38. Under Mr. Zungu, you say, and after some time, I heard again that they are saying that the suspect was not the right one. I did not do anything. I just left it. I was just reading newspapers as normal, and after some time, let us say about after a year, 2015 or 2017, if I'm not mistaken, I then met Kwabini and asked him. You see that paragraph?
Uyayibona le paragraph?
Uyayibona?
Ngizoyifundela kwangalelwa ithi-ke emva kwesikhashana esithize ngase ngezwa okanye ngiyazwela-ke ukuthi kuthiwa-ke umsolwa bekungeyena akusiyena-ke umsolwa olekungifuna akukho lokho akukho okunye engingakwenza ngavele ngayihambela-ke ngayiyekela kanjalo bengiloko ngifunda-ke amaphephandaba-ke njengenjwayelo emva kwesikhathi mhlambe emva gonyaka ka 2015, 2016 noma 2017 uma ngezi phutha emva kwalokho ke ngase ngihlangana naye uGwabini ngambuza uyakubona
Yebo.
I can see that.
Yes. Still again, after now receiving the information that the suspect who had been arrested was the wrong one, you still sit and don't do anything with the information of the real suspects. You don't go and submit that information to the police.
Emva ukuthi ukubone lokho kanye uzwe ukuthi lo owaboshwa bengeyena obefanele ukuthi aboshwe. Na noma kunjalo ke awuhambi wena ke uyophana ngencazelo kanye ulwazi oluqondile khona lapha emaphoyiseni mayelana ke nomsolo ofanele ukuthi aboshwe.
Umbuzo uthini?
Yes. Why did you fail to report to the police that you had an information about the real suspect when you have heard that the wrong suspect had been arrested? I think you understand what I'm referring to. This is part of your examination.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I hear you clearly.
Why, as a police officer, you did not go and inform the police, give the police the correct information that you had?
Ingani ungazange uye emaphoyiseni ke uyonikeza amaphoyisa ke ulwazi okuyilona ulwazi oluqondile owawuliphethe wena ngaleso sikhathi kodwa ke kungukuthi usubonile ukuthi kuthiwa kuboshwe umsolo okungeyena.
Ngangenayo reason ukuthi why betha kuyena, ngangenayo soft isizathu sokuthi bamreleasile, ngangenakho ukuthi ngenaphi bamreleasile kungani bembophile kungani bemrelease. Ngangeke ngikwazi uku-interfere kubo ngithi why nirelease lo. Ngangenayo evidence enough ngaleso sikhathi ukuthi ngithi lo yena msolo osolekayo.
Now, during that time, I did not have sufficient evidence to can point to the police that this is not, or this is the suspect that you actually should be arresting. And I did not have reasons as to, I didn't know the reasons for the police to can arrest that particular person during that time. So I didn't have sufficient reasons to can proceed to the police and inform them about the right person that should be arrested.
I think maybe I did not put the question properly to you. My question is, after hearing that a wrong person had been suspected and been released, why, as a police officer, didn't you go to the police and give to the police the information about the real suspect that you had? Do you understand the question? I'm not saying that you were supposed to go to the police and ask them why they've released that person. No, that's not my question. My question is about you failing to give information to the police about the real suspect.
According to your amaphoyisa ke amkhulula okanye amdedela lona umsolo okungeyena. Umbuzo wakho awulapho awugcinanga lapho. Umbuzo wami uthi ingani ungazange ke wena waye emaphoyiseni emva ukuthi usunolwazi olumayelana ke nomsolo okuyena. Ingani ungayanga emaphoyiseni wafike ke wayotshela amaphoyisa ngalokho. Umbuzo wami ulapho nje.
Njengephoyisa, iphoyisa lihlakaniphela lithathe nje udodo oqhamukayo luhambe luyofida abanye. Kwakumele ngihlale phansi ngiyibheke lento engikhuluma ngayo ukuthi ngabe ngempela iqiniso noma kulona iqiniso. Ngale kwalokho ngangengithi ngizwe lokho ukuthi bakhiphe lo bafaka lo bese ngiyagijima ngiyothi mina no ngazi umsolo awu right. Wangenasidingo futhi sokuthi ngihambe ngiyomisa amaphoyisa ukuthi mina ngazi umsolo wo right. Ngicabanga ukuthi umsebenzi wamaphoyisa wawunikeziwa laba ababetaskwe ngawo ukuthi ba investigate icase. If kwakunezinto ababeyidinga kimi babezoza kimi ngaleso sikhathi bangibuze. Wangesimini umsebenzi wami ukuthi ngihambe ngiyobatshela ukuthi mina nginolwazi lwesuspect ukuthi nokuthi ekubeni ngangekho kakhumalo. Ngaleyo ndlela ngabe interfere emsebenzini wamaphoyisa.
I did not have sufficient evidence that I could take to the police. I couldn't take any other information that one would get out there and take it to the police or information according to the language of the witness now. I wouldn't take any nonsense and take it to the police or any rubbish and just take it to the police, because further I was not the person that was investigating the matter, and further I also was not at the Kumalo's house at the time. Therefore, I did not have sufficient evidence that I can furnish the police with.
What rubbish information are you referring to? Did you say rubbish information?
udoti
Did I hear
lo
correctly?
ukhuluma ngawo
ukuthi kange ngithathe udodo olwazi engangilwazi ngaleso sikhathi ngiyolinikeza amaphoyisa ngangikumele ngazi kahle ukuthi ngikhuluma ngani ngiqondiswe kubani
I meant that I wouldn't take any rubbish of information or any information that was not useful to the police and
Okay.
then take it not even knowing who compiled that information.
I need to understand this properly. You are saying the information you had about the real suspects, you are saying that information amounted to rubbish to you. Is that what you're saying?
Ngifuna ukubuza information wena obuyiphethe mayelana ke nomsolwa kuyudoti leyo information ukhuluma ngaleyo information mawuthi udoti
bengizacabanga ukuthi usakhuluma ngamaphepha ukuthi ama-newspaper athini ngalokho nokuthi wayemkhiphile
I thought you were still referring to the newspapers and further why the suspect was released. I thought that is what you were referring to.
No. I'll repeat for you, Mr. Zungu.
Ngizwa iphinda futhi.
What I'm saying to you is that you had an information about the suspect in this case. You understand that?
Engushoyo ke ukuthi wena wawune information okanye ulwazi mayelana ke nomsolwa kuleli cala. Uyakuzwa lokho?
ngiyakuzwa
Yes, I understand that.
And when you were testifying here in court, you said, I heard again that they are saying that the suspect was not the right one. That's what you said.
Mawufakaza lana enkantolo wathi wena ngezwe futhi ukuthi lo msolwa bekungeyena ke umsolwa.
And at the time when you heard that the suspect was not the right one, you had information about the right suspects in this
Wena
matter.
ngenkathi uzwa ukuthi lo msolwa akusiyena umsolwa right. Wena ubuphethe ulwazi olumayelana ke nomsolwa right.
And still you did not bring that information to the attention of the police officers.
Na noma kunjalo ke azange ke uke uhlinzeke amaphoyisa ngalolo lwazi.
About the real suspect, according to your evidence.
All mayelana ke nomsolwa okuyena umsolwa right.
You understand?
Uyakuzwa lokho?
ngikuzwa
You
kahle
understand?
Clearly.
Yes. Then why did you fail to bring that information to the attention of the police officers? That was my question.
Umbuzo wami lo ke ukuthi ingane ke ungazange ke wahlinzeka amaphoyisa ke ngalolo lwazi wawuphethe.
ngangazi ukuthi amaphoyisa ngelinye ilanga oyitholela evidence yawo akwazi ukupresenta leyo case mina kwangesuka umsebenzi wami ukuthi ngithi nami suspect right le akusi suspect right.
Now I knew that the police eventually were going to find the right information. It was not my role to play to say that this is the right suspect and this is the wrong suspect.
You know the reason why you did not come forward to the police with this information
ungayi emaphoyiseni
is because you had never you did not have the information as to who the suspects are in this matter.
ingoba nabo unganayo information emayelana nokuthi ke abasola obani kule cha isona sizathu esenza ukuthi ungaya kuba ukuthi awuyange emaphoyiseni. Uthini ke wena uyakutshela
uyangitshela ukuthi ngakho ngayanga emaphoyiseni ngiyile emaphoyiseni yimi engenza ukuthi ngiye emaphoyiseni ngalesikhathi bengibona ukuthi ubufakazi bakhona nginabo ngineshow ngabo futhi.
No, I am the one that went to the police at the time that I realized that now I have got sufficient evidence. I did go to the police.
And you, at this particular time, the incident was still fresh in your mind. This was 29 October 2014, wherein you failed to report this incident.
The incident lena bese seyintsha nje engqondweni yakho sikhuluma nge-29 zika October.
I mean, I'm referring to the issue of a suspect being arrested and released.
Ngikhuluma ngalokho.
Yeah.
Lokho kwenzeka nge-29 zika October 2014.
And at that time, on the 29th of October, when you were reading this, you had not met with accused number 5 in particular on the date as we have testified.
Uma ke ufunda khona lapha ke lezo indaba kuphephandaba nge-29 zika October 2014 ubungakaze ke uhlala naye ke ummangalelo wesihlanu njengoba wena busushilo ke kufakazini bakho.
Ngiyaphinda futhi ngithi kukho ukumbona umsolwa wesihlanu ngambona nge-26
I repeat, when I saw accused number 5, I did see him on the 26th.
ukuthi ngiyile emaphoyiseni nganini khona kodwa ngiyile ngolwazi ngase nginalo ngangeke ngihambe ngiyomisa amaphoyisa ukuthi akenze i-investigation ngithi mina nginolwazi olungcono.
As to when I went to the police, all I know is that I eventually went to the police and provided them with the information that I had then. I would not have gone before I could gather the information that is needed by the police.
Had you reported this information, the police were going to do a further investigation to the extent of the registration of the motor vehicle that you allege it was driven by accused number 5.
Kube uye waphana ngaleyo information amaphoyisa ke abezokwazi ukuthi aphenye mayelana ke ne-registration yale moto othi wena ke ibishayelwa nguye ummangalelwa wesihlanu.
Kulolo lwazi ukubangalisa ngaleso sikhathi kwangelona ulwazi olwaluvuthiwe nolwazi oluphelele. So ngakuzobe kuulwazi olungasuki kimi ukuthi ulwazi nami ngihambe ngalidobha kuma-newspaper.
Now, that information that I got then, it was information that was not yet ripe or information that was sufficient enough. This was information that I went about taking from the newspapers.
Are you confused?
Lutho.
Okay. I'm not talking about newspaper. I'm talking about the motor vehicle you have testified that it was driven by accused number 5.
Ngikhuluma ngemoto othi ummangalelo wesihlanu ube idriver nge-26 zika October 2014.
Yes. I'm not saying it's a newspaper. It's your evidence.
Angisho ke ukuthi kuyi-newspaper. Ngithi mina ke ubufakazi bakho.
Obuthi imoto kaMsolwa emele ngihambise ngiyosho ukuthi ngibona imoto kaMsolwa kankani.
To say that I should go to the police and tell them that I have seen.
I'm saying, had you reported to the police, had you reported the information you had about the suspects, a further investigation could have been done regarding the registration number and the details of the car you have testified that it was driven by accused number 2. And that type of investigation was not done because of your failure to report.
Kube wena ke wahamba wayo-reporter ke emaphoyiseni mayelana nemininingwane emayelana nemoto i-registration yaleyo moto. Amaphoyisa ke abezoba sesimeni sokuthi mawaphenye lecala ke akwazi ke ukuphuma nokuthize ke ngenxa yokuthi wena ke azange kuye uyoyibika lento oyibonile lokho ke okwenza ukuthi ke uphenyo lo ungasinikezi imiphumela right.
Okay. Let's move on. Do you want to comment?
Ufuna ukomenta?
Bengifuna ukutshela ukuthi ngalolu phenyo ukhuluma ngalo kwangesilona uphenyo lami ukuthi yimo wenza uphenyo.
Oh, okay.
Ngangeke futhi ngihambise imoto kaMsolwa ngangekho wakhumalo la kwakubulaweni khona umuntu ngangise hostel.
That investigation that was supposed to have been done, it wasn't myself that was supposed to have conducted that investigation.
Okay, it's
and
fine.
Further, I wouldn't have taken the vehicle to the police because I wasn't there at the time that the suspects were at the Kumalo's house.
It's fine, Mr. Zungu. I understand the dilemma. You were constable by then for how many years? In 2014.
2014.
In the service. In
2011.
You can count yourself because I started in 2011.
So you were 4 years.
The police force.
You were 4 years.
4 years.
I understand your dilemma. Then this is 2014, October 2014. You had this information. There is a suspect, wrong suspect, who has been arrested and released. Okay?
You
understand?
26,
No.
29?
We are 29 October 2014.
2014.
You have this information about the wrong suspect who has been released. Okay? Okay. How long after reading from that newspaper about the wrong suspect who had been released did you go to General Shabani?
Emva kokuthi ufunde le ngxenye ke iyendaba khona lapha ku phephandaba. Emva kwesikhathi esingakanani ke uze ugcine uye khona lapha ku General Shabani.
Emva kokuthi ngase ngazi ukuthi kungani kumele ngithi yibo abenze lokho.
That was after I had known. Why am I saying that they are the ones that had committed that?
Yeah, which year? We are in 2014. Was it the following year? Was it on the same year? When? I just want to clarify the date.
2018 to 2019.
2018 to 2019.
And that was 4 to 5 years later after the incident. Am I correct?
We are 5 years.
Yebo.
Yes.
So you sat with the information, crucial information about the suspect from 2014 up to 2019 when you went to report it to General Lishaba. Is that correct?
Well, the matter does not grow old.
Can you answer my question? You sat with this information from 2014 up to the time when you reported or when you approached General Lishaba in 2019. Is that correct?
Because of what I had seen on the day and what I already was in possession of, I then was sure that indeed this is correct.
No, I'm coming to the reason. I just want this confirmation that for the period of 4 to 5 years, you sat with such a crucial information.
I'm
coming to the reasons. Are we on the same page?
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You can proceed.
Yes. Then, after 5 years, what made you then to approach General Lishaba about this information?
After iminyaka ewu-5 ke yini into eyenza ukuthi uhambe ke uye kuye uGeneral Lishaba mayelana naleli cala?
Because information enganginayo ngangiyibona ukuthi iyathinteka.
Now, I had information, or I was in possession of the information which I think that it was linked to this case.
Okay. Am I also correct to say for the period of 5 years, when you approached General Lishaba, you had not made any statement regarding this incident that you have testified about?
Before he meets with General Lishaba, he hadn't made any
statement. He had not. I'm asking, yes. Am I correct?
Not at all, yes. I hadn't made a statement as yet.
And is it also your evidence that at the time when the incident was still fresh in your mind, you did not make any statement for the period of 5 years?
Ngabe kuyiqiniso ke ukuthi lesi sigama kwesisisha ke engqondweni yakho awuzange ke ukuwenza istatement kuleso sikhathi ke seminyaka ewu5.
Yebo, angaze ngenza statement?
Yes, I didn't make any statement.
Okay. Now, on the date when you met with General Lishaba, you said, can you recall the date or you just remember the year?
Ukhumbula unyaka kuphela idate yakhumbula mawuyohlangana naye.
Ngidibane naye ikhathi eziningi mhlawumbe mangikhumbuza ukuthi isiphi isikhathi okhuluma ngaso.
I met with him several times, but perhaps if you can remind me which time in particular you referred to.
The first incident. The first incident. When you now decided to go and report to General Lishaba.
Ihlandla lokuqala mase wena ke usuthatha isinqumo sokuthi uyaya ku General Lishaba uyomtshela.
Angikhumbula idate.
I do not remember the date.
You can't recall the place. Do you still recall the place where you met for the first time?
Uyayikhumbula indawo lapho nahla
Yebo,
khona okokuqala. Yes, I remember the place.
Where was it?
Bekukuphi?
Bekuse Tembisa station.
It was at the Tembisa station.
Okay. Yes. What did you say to him?
Utheni kuye?
Ngimtshelile ngolwazi enginalo ukuthi nginalolu lwazi mfana nalolu.
I told him about the information that I am in possession of, such and such an information, that is the one I am in possession of.
Yes.
then wabe sethi uzozenzela uphenyo ngalokho uzongazisa.
He then said that he was going to make his investigations about that and then he will let me know.
Okay. You related the story as we have narrated it here in court about each suspect, the involvement and your presence in the hostel and going to Shabani, buying alcohol and all that information. Did you give that information to General Lishaba?
Wamnikeza lolu lwazi-ke njengoba-ke was-dobela umfanekiso wena mayelana-ke nalolu suku ukuthi nenzani-ke benise-hosteli nahamba nayothenga-ke utshwala kuphi-kuphi-ke wamtshela ukuthi nawe ubukhona lapho abamangalelwa njengoba nje uye wathula ubufakazi bakho la enkantolo wamtshela leyo nto leyo uGeneral Shabani.
Angimtshelanga ukuthi ngangikhona angimtshelanga.
I didn't tell him that I was there.
Okay. Did you tell General Lishaba that you had witnessed people exchanging firearms in your presence?
Wamtshela-ke uGeneral Shabani ukuthi wababona abantu beshintshisana ngebhamu wena la wena bukhona ubabona khona ukuthi bayakwenza lokho wamtshela?
Ngicabanga ukuthi kumtshela kwami ngangamtsheli ngeibhamu ngangimtshela ngendlela engibone ngayo ukuthi yini eyenzakalile ngangamtsheli ukuthi ubani wenzeni ingakho athi uzozenzela eyakhe i-investigation abuye kimi.
Now, the manner in which I related that to him was what I had witnessed and not who I saw. It was for that matter that he actually said that he will make his own investigations.
I'll repeat this question. Did you tell General Lishabane that on the 26th of October 2014, you saw people, suspects, exchanging guns in your presence?
Wamtshela uGeneral Shabani ukuthi nge-26 October 2014 wabona abasolwa bayishintsana ngebhamu wamtshela lokho.
Angimtshelanga.
I did not tell him.
Okay. And the reason why you did not tell him, it's because it never happened.
Isizathu esenza ukuthi ungamtsheli okanye esenza ukuthi kube ukuthi wena umtshelanga yingoba lokho azange kwenzeke.
Isizathu esenza ukuthi ngamtsheli lokho ngangenza ukuthi ayitholele olwakho ulwazi.
The reason
uzokwazi ukuba yilolu lwazi olitholile la enkantolo nangempela wazenzela lo lwazi lokuthi akuthola ukuthi ngangikhona ngale okuthatshelwe yini.
I wanted for him to do his own investigations and then find this information. This information that is also available in this honorable court. And further that it was an information that has to do with me being involved in that matter.
I put it to you again that if it is true that you, Constable Zungu, had witnessed people exchanging guns on the 26th of October in your presence, you would have informed General Lishabane about that information. That one on its own. You failed to do so, to give that information, because you had not seen any person. There was no person who ever exchanged firearms in your presence.
Uye wakhona ngempela ukuthi ubone abantu beshintsana ngebhamu wena-ke ubuzopheqeka ukuthi uyoripotela yena uGeneral Shabani mayelana-ke naleso sigameko osibonile wena. Isizathu esenza ukuthi-ke kube awuzange umtshele uGeneral Shabani ngalokho yingoba wena awuzange uyibone leyo nto njengoba wena usuyithola la enkantolo. Ngalokho
ngababona bephethe izibhamu.
I saw them in possession of the firearms.
Angimtshelanga uGeneral ngoba kwakumele ukuthi azenzele olwakhe uphenyo.
I didn't tell the general because he was supposed to have done his own investigations.
Wathi mayisezenzelile futhi uphenyo wakuthola lokho ukuthi nami ngangikhona.
After he had conducted his own investigations, he also found out that I was also there.
Yilapho kunesiqinisekiso sokuthi kuze azokwazi ukuthi unolwazi lalento kwakumele afike amention ukuthi nami ngangikhona. Yile ngangazingayo ukuthi indlela yokuthi athole iqiniso.
Now that is how I found out that this was the way to confirm that I also was there. He had to do his own investigations and eventually find out that I also was.
Okay. Furthermore, did you tell General Lishabane that one of the people whom you saw exchanging firearms, you saw him again exchanging the jackets, tracksuit, as you have testified in this court? I think that is evidence, you know it better. Did you tell General Shabani that on the 26th of October, you saw a suspect who came in to the room, remember, shocked, and after changing the tracksuit, and to the extent that you saw him wearing a black hoodie jacket. I think that was your evidence. Did you tell General Shabani that information?
Uye wabona ke umsolo engena engathuthukile njena. Ngokwalokho ke echinge tracksuit wayogqoka ke ijacket enehoodie. Lokho ke wakutshela uGeneral Shabani lonto. Uthi lo umsolo lo ubephethe isibhamu.
Kwangenasidingo sokuthi ngimtshele ngoba kwakumele azenzele yakhe investigation athola ukwenzakalini angakutholi kimi lokho yena engazenzelanga investigation.
There was no need for me to tell him. He was supposed, he had to make his own investigations and do or come up to his own findings about the investigations that he's making. That he should not necessarily have relied on what I would have told him.
Thank you for that information. But what I want to find out from you, did you tell General Shabani that you saw a person? The interpreter is interpreted to you. You want him to repeat for you? Yes, that you saw a person exchanging jackets.
Uye wamtshela khona lokho uGeneral Shabani. Umuntu eshintsha ke ama jackets.
Yes. My question is, did you tell him? I'm not asking the reason why you did not. Did you tell General Shabani or not?
I did not tell him.
Thank you. And that information was such a crucial information that needed to be reported to the police so that a further investigation would have been done on that aspect of information you had, if it was genuine.
Kwakulwazi ke olumxoka kakhulu okanye luqhayile ngoba ke information ibizosetshenziswa yiwo amaphoyisa okanye yena ke uGeneral Shabani ukwenza ke uphendule lecala elingakwazi ukuthi ngisiza amaphoyisa mayelana necala.
Kwangesiyona information engathi iyona ivimbe ukuthi kutholakala abasolo. Ayiningi indlela njengephoyisa engayenza ukuthola abasolo.
That was not the only information that one would say that that was the only way that one could be able to apprehend the suspect.
And wayengeke kwazi ukuthola.
There were other ways or means that could have been engaged to can be able to trace and apprehend the accused persons or rather the suspects.
Wayengeke akwazi ukuthola abasolwa ngejacket engibe ngimtshele ngayo ehostela.
Now, he would not have found the suspects based on the jacket that I related to him about, which was in the hostel, without any correlating information or evidence.
Okay. No, it's fine. Don't talk much. Did you tell General Shabani, did you give a description of each suspect to General Shabani when you first met with him?
General Shabani uye waphana ke ngomfanekiso okuwona umfanekiso mhlambe ogqamile omayelana ke nabasolo.
Can be description or identity? Did you give any information about the suspect that you know the suspect number one?
Ulwazi nje oluthize olumayelana ke no nomsolo wokuqala waphana ngayo leyo description.
Yebo ngamnikeza amagama abasolwa.
I gave him the names of the suspects.
Okay. You only gave him the names.
Wamnikeza nje amagama.
You ayingwangwazi.
Those were the
names.
Those were the names that I knew. I did not have their photographs.
Don't confuse me. You only gave him the names. Is that?
Yebo.
That's correct.
Okay. No description of those suspects. Nothing. Only the names.
Yebo.
Yebo. That is correct. Yes.
Okay. From that conversation, is there any statement that was taken down from you?
Statement Who would have taken that statement?
It could have been someone else. I'm saying out of that conversation as you were sitting with General Lushaba. Was there a statement that was taken? Could have been a clerk, it could have been anyone. I'm asking.
There is no statement that was taken.
Okay. And General Shabani told you that he was going to do his own, he was going to conduct his own investigation. Am I correct?
Washo ke ukuthi uzozenzela olwakhe uphenyo uGeneral Shabani kweqiniso lokho.
Yebo.
That is correct.
Yes. Do you know if there was any investigation done from the information you submitted to General Shabani?
Uyazi noma kwaba nophenyo oluthize lenziwayo mayelana ke nolwazi owalo.
Or any follow-up on the information that you had given to General Shabani?
I follow-up owaphana ngayo kuye uGeneral Shabani uyazi ke ukuthi mhlambe yaba khona yini uphenyo noma I follow-up.
Ngeke uqinisekise ukuthi wakwazi ukulenza ngaleso sikhathi kodwa ngesikhathi ngidibana naye wangitshela ukuthi unolwazi oluthize alitholile.
At the time that I provided him with the information, I would not be sure as to whether he made his investigations about that. But at the time that I
mase ngihlangana naye wangitshela ukuthi kunolwazi alitholile.
Now, when I again met with him, he said that there is information that he managed to get.
Okay. But from 2019, when you first met with General Shabani, there is no person who was arrested as a result of the information that you gave to General Shabani.
Also, 2018, ngenxa ukuthi wena uphane ngalolu lwazi kuye lona uGeneral Shabani akekho ke umuntu wabo.
Eboshelwa icala lona leli angikhumbula angazi futhi.
Getting arrested for what? For this same matter? No, I don't know.
If you can just teach yourself not to ask questions, but just to answer. According to your information that you had given to General Shabani, there is no person who was arrested as a result of the information that you gave to General Shabani.
Kunolwazi owalunikeza uGeneral Shabani. Ukuya ngalolo lwazi owalunikeza uGeneral Shabani. Akekho ke umuntu owabo emva kwalokho ngenxa yalolu lwazi owalunikeza uGeneral Shabani. Yebo noma cha?
Akekho ngazi ukuthi waboshwa mayelana nakho.
There isn't a person in accordance with my knowledge that was arrested.
Okay. No, it's fine. And then furthermore, my lord, again on the same appearances of the 7th, on paragraph paragraph 20, page 42, my lord, on those appearances, page 42. Page 42. Line number 18, you see where it says Mr. Zungu.
Line number
18.
Line number 18.
18. Yes, I can see that.
Yes. Mr. Zungu, I understand that you went to Mr. Shabani for the first time in 2019. Am I correct?
Ngizwe ukuthi wena waya kuBaba Shabani okokuqala ngo2019. Ngabe kweqiniso lokho?
Noma rekhosho 2018 or 2019 kodwa ukuqala nge lapha 2019.
Okay.
Yes, even if I may not be sure about that, it could have been 2018 or 2019.
But after the first visit, thank you very much. After the first visit, you again met with General Shabani.
Emva kokuhlangana naye kokuqala
About the same
futhi ke wahlangana naye
matter.
uGeneral Shabani.
Yebo.
That is correct, yes.
Okay. In your evidence here, you say the general then informed me that let us drop this matter or this talk and not mention it again.
Khona lapho ke uyakusho ukuthi uGeneral ke wase uyangitshela ukuthi asiliyekele icala o siyekele ukukhuluma ngaleli cala.
Was that your second?
Singabe saphinde ke sikhuluma ngakho.
Was that your second visit or at what stage were you now meeting in this regard?
I think besidibana isikhathi eside mina naye.
Isikhathi eside.
Besidibana now and then.
I think we were meeting several times or
Yeah,
many
but
times.
I mean at the incident when you were conversing with General Shaba here.
Ngithi uma ukhuluma naye la ukhuluma lamazwi bekunini. okwesingakho uhlangana naye.
When General Lishaba says to you, let us drop this matter or talk or talk and not mention it again. When General Lishaba said that to you,
Uma uGeneral Lishaba ekhuluma lokho beku okwesingakho ke uhlangana naye.
you can't recall.
No, bese sihlangana isikhathi eside. Cishe remember uGeneral Lishaba was my commander. Bengisebenza ngaphansi kwakhe futhi.
Okay.
But
So bengibona change almost twice, more than 3 times a week.
we had met many a times or frequently. Remember, he was my commander, and we would meet in about three times in a week.
But what I want to find out from you, why would General Lishabane say, let us drop this matter?
Into engifuna ukuyazi uqhamuka kuwe uba ingane uGeneral Shabani ethi asiliyeke lolu daba.
After we have reported and we have been seeing each other, as you
Emva
say,
ukuthi ureporte and lo niyabonana
but he now, I understand General Shabane is a senior officer to a constable. Am I correct?
la ke
Or you have the same rank?
Uyayiphambanisa lapho. Ngithanda ukuchazela ngoba
let
ngiyabona ufuna
me
ukuzwa.
explain.
Yeah.
Let me explain to you.
Iclear lento ayidingi lokhu ihlangahlanganisa. Udibana kwami noGeneral. uGeneral mayefika kulamazwi uthasha lento. Yingoba lento ibisenesikhathi eside. Whatever ulwazi beselitholile yena. Ebelitholile futhi ngisho nje ukuthi was the best. Because ulwazi alithola la uye wabuya nokuqala ukuthi la kwenzeka so ehostela nolwazi alithola yena. So wabuza mina ukuthi ngangikuphi. Sho uma ngibuza lo mbuzo ngabona ukuthi okay wakwazi ukuyophenya lolu daba.
Okay.
Lokho ngangine show yakho ukuthi ukuze azokwazi ukufaka mina shothi wayesekwazile ukuphenya lolu daba athola kwenzakalini. Wakwazi ukubuya uzongibuza lokho ngokungibuza kwakhe loyo wayenzile umsebenzi wakhe ufuna ngokubona ukuthi muhle kodwa mase kufika la ukuthi wangitshela futhi ukuthi uba informile kwakumele aba informe abaphethe case kodwa shothi akukho kwakwenzeka kuye ngora ababuyanga kuye.
Thank
So
you.
lokho ngeke ngikwazi ukuthi kungani kodwa kwathi makufika lesikhathi sokuthi kube khona abangisabisanga ukungibulala yilapha athi asiliyeke khona because ngiba informile kwakumele ngiba informe ngalolu daba. So kulokho indawo yakhe ngicabanga ukuthi wayidlala kwathi mayibona mhlambe naye angazi wasebenzisa yiphi discretion ukuthi no if bengal attend national head office or aba investigate case ngizoyisiya ke so uma isho kanjalo kimi accept kanjalo.
I think that is because he already was doing his investigation, so this matter has been running for quite some time, and that he went and he did his own investigations, and he did his investigation spectacularly so, such that he came back and he told me that he knew that I also was involved in the matter, and this to me was indicative of the fact that he was doing or he was able to do his investigations. And he also further found out that there were people that wanted to kill me, and I should think that that could have been the reason why he may as well have said that maybe we should drop this matter. And further that the contribution which was done by the national office as well could have been information that he may have provided the national office with, and then because he did say that there are people that needed to be notified about this, and all those people were informed about this. Yes, I wouldn't know exactly.
Okay. Thank you for that information, Mr. Zungu. Nevertheless, General Shabani, a senior officer, having done the investigation as you are testifying, he never said to you the information is correct. He never said to you the information has been corroborated, but instead he said, let us drop the matter. After having done so much investigation.
Wenzeke uphenyo lwakhe olujulile ngaleyo ndlela akabuyelanga kuweke ukuthi ke yabona le information ayitholile kuyi information ehambana nalokho wena omtshele khona kodwa ke ubuyela kuwe uthi asimane sibeke phansi lolu daba.
Ngithe wabuya ke mwangitshela ukuthi information ayitholile it itshela nami ukuthi ngangikhona ehostel.
I said to you that he came to me and he said that the information that he found, it says this and that, and it even links me or involves me in that hostel incident.
Yeah, but with that information, whatever information that he gave to you, he eventually said, let us drop this matter
Yeah,
and not talk and not mention it again.
Kuleyo information ayitholile ubuyela kuwe uthi masibeke lolu daba phansi singabe saphindeke sikhulume ngakho.
Ngicabanga ukuthi wayezama ukuprotecta mina ukuthi ngingakhulumi ngalo lingaweli futhi ezandleni ezi-wrong ngeke ngazi ukuthi wayecabangani kodwa
Now,
ngaleso
I think
sikhathi
he was trying to protect me that I shouldn't continue to talk about it. Perhaps that information should not be found or should not be heard by wrong people. I think he was protecting me there.
Okay, it's fine. I'll leave it there with you. We'll wait for General Shabani to come and explain why, out of the information that we have narrated to this court, he decided to say, let us drop the matter and not arrest anyone as a result of that information, if it was genuine.
ngoba ngiyakuzwa lokho ngoba kwakuyiqiniso ukuthi abantu ayilinde ukuthi abaphenye icase kube yibo abenza lo msebenzi.
It's not for you to answer.
because
I said it was General Shabani.
I would think that he was waiting for the investigators to be the ones that are doing the investigations of the matter.
You furthermore testified that you were at some stage threatened, or there are some people who attempted to kill you. You remember that stage of your evidence?
Yes, I remember that.
Let's just revisit that portion of evidence. When that incident, when you were threatened, or when you were attempted to be killed, did you see the motor vehicle? You said those people were inside in the motor vehicle. Am I correct?
Yes.
Did you see those people?
Yes, I saw them.
Did you know them?
Yes, I knew them.
What did they do?
Bazama ukungidubula.
They tried to kill me.
Okay. Did they fire, or do they point, or do they threaten you to kill?
Bazama badubula futhi bazama ukudubula noma bakhomba ngesibhamu okanye bakusabisa nje ngokukhuluma kwenzakalani.
What my keep isibhamu should was keep isibhamu ewindini ngabe sengijika mina sengibuyele emumva.
Now he took out wielded a firearm and then it protruded through the window. That's when I took a turn and walked and went back.
Okay. That's all. Is that all that was done?
Ilokho kwenzeka
Ngalelo langa.
on that day, yes.
No utterances?
Azange kukhulunywe lutho.
Ja bakhuluma nganext number.
No utterances.
Okay. Then you felt threatened. Then you felt threatened.
Wazizwa ke usatshiswa wena.
Umuntu mayikhipha isibhamu ngicabanga ukuthi ukusabisa lokho.
When a person takes out a firearm, I
Angikwazi
should
ukuthi
think
wena
that
uthatha
that is
kanjani.
now
And when you felt threatened, did you go to the police station to report that there are people who have been trying to kill me?
Mawuzizwa ke usatshiswa waya ke police station ukuyotshela amaphoyisa ukuthi kukhona abantu abebezama ke ukungibulala.
And give the identity of those people
Nokuthi uphaneke
so that they could be arrested.
ukuthi uphaneke nge-identity yabo ukuthi bakwazi ukubona.
Ngoba ngangazi ukuthi bawobani futhi ngangenayo information yabo nangemonto abayohamba ngayo nokuthi batholakalaphi nokuthi kungani bezama ukungibulala ngase ngikwazi lokho.
I already was in possession of that information. Ukuthi besizonalo lolo lwazi that who were they, what vehicle they were driving, as to why they are trying to kill me. Nokutheni futhi
Nokuthi kungani bezama ukungibulala
essentially.
ngangikwazi ukuthi bakwenziswe yile ndaba yaleli cala.
I already knew the reason why they were doing that. It was as a result of this matter.
So why you didn't go to report at the police station?
Manje uthi ingane
That are people who have
police station
threatened to kill you.
uyoreporta leyo nto.
Kwangenasidingo.
There was no need.
Because you were never threatened. No
Ngoba
person
azange
ever threatened you. That is why you failed to report at the police station. You have never been threatened.
Ngoba zange uswatshiswe wena. Ingalokho ungazange ubone kunesidingo sokuthi uye police station uyoreporta le cala.
Lokho kucabanga kwakho lokho kodwa mina ngikwazi yokwenzeka kusho ukuthi ngasukela abantu
That's your thinking.
kusho ukuthi ngafaka amagama abantu kuleyo nto.
What I know truly transpired. I would not have wrongly implicated the names of the people if they had not done it.
You said you knew as to who those people were.
Uthi wena ububazi labo bantu ukuthi obani.
Yebo.
And then
Yes.
why you failed to go and report them to the police so that they could be arrested, those people?
Yini wahluleka
For threatening to
wena
kill you.
uye emaphoyiseni uyotshela amaphoyisa ngalabo bantu ukuthi bakwazi ukuthi baboshwe labantu.
Kwakusho khona ukuthi kuyoyekisa ukuthi bangithreaten.
Angithi?
Kwangeke kusho ukuthi bayoyeka ukungithreaten.
That wouldn't have meant that they're going to stop threatening me.
But you are a police officer. Are you really a police officer?
Kodwa uyiphoyisa ngempela.
Naba nje abasola phambi kwakho.
There are the suspects before you,
Ubamele futhi.
and you are even representing them.
Did you make any statement regarding the threats that we have said were made to you?
Uye wasenza ke istatement esimayelana ke nalama threats okanye ke lokusatshiswa othi wena kwenziwa wena.
Statement anyway, even if you did not go to the police, but to make a statement that I have been threatened by so and so on this particular date, or record it in your pocketbook or anywhere, just to report this occurrence
Nanoma nje kukuphi.
that was threatening your life.
Nanoma yiphi nje indawo oke waya kuyo okanye wayicabanga ukuthi uye kuyo ke uyophana leso statement sokuthi wena ke wasatshiswa ukuthi mhlambe waye emaphoyiseni okanye kwi pocketbook yakho nanoma yikuphi nje wenza istatement esimayelana nalokho.
I-statement mawusenza usenze emaphoyiseni.
When you do the statement, you do it at the police.
Yeah, I'm asking, you can make a statement, you can even just make your own statement. I'm asking if you made or recorded this information anywhere, maybe in your diary, besides reporting to the police. So remember, you have said we have never reported.
Ngirephodile la ekhanda
I
lami. Njengoba
actually
ngikhumbula
recorded
nje
in my
ngokutshela.
I actually recorded in my head since I am able to remember it.
So what's the answer to my question?
Manje impendulo ithini ke kumbuzo wami?
Uthini mbuzo wakho?
Did you make any statement regarding the threats that were made to you?
Manje wenza istatement mayelana ke nokusetshenziswa lokho okwenziwa kuwe.
Angaze ngisenze statement.
I did not make a statement.
You also did not make any statement regarding the incident of the 26th of October 2014.
No,
Am I correct?
wenza the statement esimayelana ke nesigameko sange 26 October 2014.
Nasi statement sangakhona sange-26 isho
Here-
lesiphambi kwakho.
Here is the statement pertaining the 26th of
Don't
October
confuse
2014.
yourself.
That's
Don't
the one that
confuse
is before you.
If maybe I'm confusing you, just let me know.
Ungitshela uma ngabe ngiyadida.
At that time, when you were threatened, you had not made any statement under oath regarding the suspect. Am I correct?
Ngaleso sikhathi usatshiswa ubungakasenzi istatement esimayelana ke nabasolwa.
Yebo.
Yes. Yes. And also when you were threatened, you did not make any statement.
Nangaleso sikhathi ke usatshiswa azange ukwenza istatement.
Yebo.
Yes.
Because you were never threatened.
Ngoba phela azange usatshiswa.
Ngasatshiswa abafowabo bakaMshololo number 5 lo mmele.
I was threatened by the brothers who are accused number 5 nobani.
Lo yena mmele and accused number 1.
I was threatened by the brothers who are accused number 5.
That's a lie. You were never threatened by any of the relatives of accused number 5.
Qinise linqamlo iphinda phindiwe lelo mama uMshololo.
That is the verified truth or the repeatable truth.
Now, General Shabani has said to you, let us drop this matter.
UJenerali Shabani uthi ke hayi ake siliyeke lo mdaba.
Yebo.
Yes.
And then for how long did it take you to then go and approach the national office? If I remember your evidence, that after that, you then went and approached the national office.
Emva kwesikhathi esingakanani ke waya khona lapha national office uma ngikuzwe kahle ukuthi emva kwalokho ke wena wase uya khona lapha ke national office.
Awungivisanga kahle.
You didn't hear me well.
Yeah, corrected.
Awungilungisele.
Emva kokureporta ku-General Shabani ngabe sengireporta nase-head office.
Now, after I had reported to General Shabani, I then reported at the head office.
Head office where?
Gopi,
Telkom Towers under General Sithole.
Telkom Towers, that is under General Stole.
Okay, that head office is not a national office.
Actually, national office, their head office
Into eyodwa leyo ishona.
is the same thing.
So why do you say I did not hear you correctly?
Manje yini uthi awungizwanga kahle?
Ngizwa uthi ngalireport emva kokuthi bengisabisile. Bengisabisile.
I will. I never said that.
Okay.
Angizange kusho lokho. What did you say?
I said, after General Shabani had said to you, let's leave this matter, after how long did you then approach the national office? That was the
Emva
question.
kokuthi uGeneral Shabani ethi asiliyeke lolu daba. Wathatha isikhathi esingakanani ukuba uye khona laphana e-national office uyoreportela i-national office?
ngase ngilireportile nakhona yilokho ngosho.
I had already reported it.
Yeah, you met with General Shabani, then General Shabani said, let's leave this matter, let's rest this matter.
Wahlangana noGeneral Shabani, uGeneral Shabani
Thani
wathi asidropeke le.
After that meeting, did you meet again with General Shabani before approaching the national office?
Emva kwalo mhlangano ke waphinde wahlangana naye ke uGeneral Shabani angokuba ke uzoya le e-national office.
Bengihlangana naye ngaso sonke isikhathi esiningi.
Many a times I would meet with him.
After how long did you then decide to approach the national office?
Emva kwesikhathi esingakanani ke wanquma ukuthi mangihambe ngiye e-national office ke manje.
Angicabanga ukuthi isikhathi eside kangako.
I do not think that it was a long time.
Yeah,
Such
it's
a
a
long
year.
time.
It's a year, few months, weeks.
Unyaka, inyanga.
Ngathi izinyanga.
I would say that months.
Okay, yeah. Then you were referred to Brigadier Kininda.
Kwase kuthiwa ahamba ku Brigadier Kininda.
Yebo.
Am I
Yes.
correct? Okay. In your conversation with Brigadier Kininda for the first time,
Manje ke mase ukhuluma no Brigadier Kininda okokuqala.
was there a person who was sitting with you, or it was the two of you?
Kwakhona ke umuntu owayehleli nani noma bekuyinini nje nobabili.
Bekuyimi naye.
Benu-two kuphela.
Yebo.
It was myself and him, just the two of us.
Okay. What did you say to Colonel Kininda? Still in 2019 or 2018?
Leyo meeting yaba nini khona lapho ngo 2018 2019.
Ibe lapha 2019.
Ibeloko ngo 2019. It was in 2019. It was in 2019.
It was in 2019. Okay. Let's go back to the record, my lord, of the appearances of the 7th September 2023. Page 63, paragraph 22, line 22. Oh, sorry. It's just a small line, I can read it for the witness.
But you are in possession of it.
Do you have the line?
We've got the line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Baloyi was asking you this question and he said, and just maybe finally, are you able to describe the 9mm that you referred to, that you say you saw in Mr. Gwabini's room?
Okay.
see the-
Uyabona le?
At the bottom.
Washo kanjalo ke ubabaloyi ukuthi ngabe uyakhona yini ukuphana ngengcazelo yale 9mm othi wena ke okanye okhuluma ngayo othi wena uyo ayibona khona laphana egumbini likaGwabini. I see that.
Then turn on page 64 for your response now on line number 1, wherein you say, it has been a long time, it happened a long time ago.
Uyakubona lokho la othi ke sekuyisikhathi eside lokho kwenzeka esikhathini esiningi esendlule. Uyakubona lokho?
Yebo.
Yes, I can see that.
You see, had you made a statement regarding this information, you would have been able to recall.
Uyabona uma ngabe uke wasenza ke istatement mayelana ke nalolwazi ubuzokwazi ukukhumbula. Kube wenza istatement ubuzokwazi ukukhumbula. Uyakubona lokho?
Kodwa uyilokho angibuza khona.
Ilokho akushoyo kuwena. Uthi uyabona kube wenze istatement ubuzokhona ukukhumbula ngoba phela ke wena uphendula lana ke uthi lokho sekwenzeke esikhathini dala kwenzeka lokho.
In other words, what I'm trying to say is the importance of making a statement immediately when the incident is still fresh in your mind. So that at a later stage when you are testifying, you are able to go back to the statement.
Ngizama ukubonisa khona ke ukuthi kumcwa kangakanani ukuthi uma isigameko sanda ukwenzeka wenze istatement ukwenzela ke ukuthi uma isikhathi sifika sokuthi ukwazi ke ukukhumbula kube lula ukuthi ukhumbule. Uyazwisisa ke?
Ngimzwile?
I heard you.
Can you go to Exhibit S, my lord? I would like to refer the witness to page 17, and I would also ask the state to assist us in those three pictures. It's page 285 and 335. No, not that one. Yes. Mr. Zungu, do you know where that picture was taken from?
Uyazi ukuthi lesithombe sathathwa kuphi? Kweyiphi indawo?
Anginalwazi laso.
I do not have a knowledge of it.
You were also not present.
Ubungekho futhi nala.
Kulapho angangekho khona.
Yes, I wasn't present.
Okay. How come that you were able to identify what is depicted in that picture? If you were not present when the picture was taken, you have no knowledge of that picture.
Ubungekho makuthathwa lesithombe futhi awunalo ulwazi lwesithombe ke kuze kanjani ke ukwazi ukukhomba okanye ukusho ke okuvelela kulesi sithombe.
Ngikhomba abantu engibabona kulesi sithombe.
I was merely pointing the people that I was seeing or that I am seeing on this picture.
Okay. My lord, we were trying to go to check the date on which this picture was taken. I'm not sure if we're able. No, we can't. Well, from the memory stick, my lord, that was provided to us by the state, we could see the date on which this picture was taken. This picture, Mr. Zungu, was taken on the 26th of October, 2014 at around about 5 in the afternoon.
Lesi sithombe ke babuzungu sathathwa nge-26 October 2014
28 minutes past 5. They are the set of 3, all of them taken respectively from 5 o'clock to 5:30.
Yabona?
Yebo ngiyabona.
Yes, I can see that.
And you see that that place is where it's George Koch Hostel in Johannesburg.
Leyo ndawo ke kuse George Koch ihostel lasekhona eJoburg.
It's not the hostel wherein you said the accused were.
Kanti ke akulona ihostel la wena wathi khona abamangalelwa bebekulo.
In other words, the version I'm putting to you is that picture was taken at around 5 when they were not in hostel, Sutu hostel as you said, but they were in George Koch Hostel in Johannesburg. What do you say to that?
Engibonisa sona ke sithathwe ngabo 5 babengekho khona lapha kulela hostel lase uSuthu hostel eVosloorus kodwa ke bebese George Koch uma kuthathwa ke lesi sithombe uthini ngalokho?
Do you have any comment?
Ngabe
Angina comment ngibona abasolwa nje kuphela boso. Ukuthi babe kuphi ngosiphi isikhathi angabasala ngemuva.
I do not have any comment. All I can say is that I can see the suspects in this picture as to where they were during the time. I wasn't even following them.
Okay. When you
if counsel can just indicate where it states that the picture was taken at George Koch, unless if that was instruction from that case.
She says that is discernible from the picture, as I followed the evidence.
Thank you, my lord. Yes, that's the buildings. Yes. But I don't think that's a proper objection, my lord, because we were just putting our version to the witness.
So are you saying you're identifying the location of George Koch through the buildings, not through the annotation on the picture itself? Mr. Balui, what is the position? You remember when you...
Yes. I understand my colleague that that is the submission that they're making. They're putting it to the witness that that's what the accused will say, that it was taken.
But not that ex fac here, the
Yes.
picture itself. There is nomenclature which is
Yes.
embedded in the very picture, which shows where it was taken.
This ma-
Graphic,
yes.
the graphics.
Yes.
There's no graphics on that picture.
Yes, that's my understanding.
Okay,
That's
fine.
why we raised this objection.
Okay. Yeah.
And also the accused says that he never went to Osotho,
Ummangali usho njalo uthi azange aye khona lapha eUsuthu.
Busuthu hostel in Vosloorus, as we have said.
Njengoba usushilo ke kulo Usuthu hostel eseVosloorus uthi azange akaye khona.
From around 5 when those pictures were taken, he moved to his place where he was staying in a flat in Johannesburg, CBD.
Ukusuka khona lapho ke kuleyo ndawo la thathwe khona lesi sithombe kwase uyahamba uya khona endaweni la ehlala khona eJoburg ngaphakathi nje eJoburg.
At no stage wherein he went to Vosloorus hostel. as we've said.
Asikho ke isikhathi la waya khona eVosloorus lelo hostel.
Do you have any comment?
Ngabe ungaphawula lapho?
Akukho engaphawula kubuya ngitshela.
There isn't anything that I can comment about because you are telling me.
Okay. Accused number 5 also denies any involvement in the commission of the offense in this matter.
Uyaphika lokho ke ukuthi yena ke wabamba iqhaza elithize ekutheni kwenziwe lobugebengu. Umangalelo wesihlanu. Uthini ngalokho? Azange be ingxenye yokwenzwa lobugebengu.
No comment.
Oh, no comment. No comment, yes.
Accused number...
Sorry.
Sorry, my lord.
The answer you gave, the previous question, was phrased like this. At no stage was accused number 5 ever at the Basotho hostel. You heard that?
Uye wabuza lokho? Ukuzwile lokho? Lo mbuzo.
It was an assertion.
Kushuthi ke yabe kwakuwe ukuthi asikho isikhathi lapho umangalelo wesihlanu wayithola esekhona lapha nakuleya.
And then your answer is, you're telling me I've got no comment. You can't answer like that. Because this court must know whether you agree with that assertion or not.
Uyezwa wena uthi uyangitshela futhi ke angeke ngikwazi ukuphawula ngalokho. Le nkantolo yona ke ifanele ukuthi ithole impendulo eqhamuka kuwe. Idinga ulwazi ngobufakazi bakho. Uyazwisisa futhi?
Yebo ngiyazwisisa.
I understand, my lord.
So answer the question.
Pendula ke umbuzo ke.
No, mina nginesiqiniseko sokuthi waye khona ehostela ngambona yini. Uma ngibuza bengithi ngibuza ngalesithombe ukuthi ngo5:30 waye ngekho noma ise George Koch. Kodwa mina ngambona early futhi ngambona na late.
I do have a certainty that he was at that hostel that I had referred to, and when she put it to me, I thought that she was referring to the picture here, and that is how I then replied in that fashion. But I did see him. He was there at that hostel that I had referred to.
Accused number 5 denies driving any silver Polo on the date in question, which is the 26th of October 2014.
A silver Polo.
Silver Polo, yes.
Red.
It's a silver, my lord.
It's a silver.
Polo.
Silver.
Yes.
Silver.
Okay.
Uyaphika lokho ke ukuthi washayela ke ipolo esilver ngalolu suku.
Uqamba manje. Uma ngikhumbula kahle ngifika.
He is lying. If I remember well, upon my arrival,
wabe secela ukuthi ngimreversele.
Now,
Yimi ngamreversela kwakunepholo ngaphambi kwayo, yimi ngareversa imoto ngoba ufuna ukuphuma ngepholo.
Now, there was a vehicle in front of my vehicle. Then he requested me to reverse my vehicle, so I reversed my vehicle so that he can then be able to have a way out.
Accused number 5 also denies coming back later to the hostel and going to Kwabini's bedroom.
Uyaphika lokho ke ukuthi waphindela khona laphayana ke ehostel wase sekengena kuleli gumbi lika Kwabini. Uyaphika lokho mangalelo Islam.
Mina ngiyakushuthi wafika wabuya wangena emuva sebengenile laba abanye wangena emuva wafika wabuza futhi ukuthi kunenkinga na.
Now, I would say that he did come back, got into Kwabini's room after the others said came in, and then he started asking or inquiring.
Kunenkinga na.
Then he started inquiring as to whether is there any problem.
Also, accused number 5 denies having any brother or any sibling from his mother.
Uyaphika lokho ke umangalelo wesihlanu uthi ukhona umfowabo okuyena ke wazalwa naye ke uthoma kuma wakhe.
And denies any knowledge of his relatives by the name of Nkazimulo Ntuli.
Uthi ke uyaphika lokho ke uthi khona ke relative yakhe ebizwa ke uNkazimulo Ntuli. Uthi nike ngalokho?
Angishongo ukuthi uzalwa naye ngithe isihlobo sakubo.
I didn't say that they were born from the same mother. I just said that he is related with him.
And on the date in question, on the 26th of October 2014, accused number 5 says he was at work where he was employed in Johannesburg up until 1 o'clock.
Voting day 26 October 2014. Mangalelo wesihlanu bekesemsebenzini eJoburg la ukuthi uye washayisa khona ngo 1 o'clock.
And then went to his flat and then later went to George Koch flats. George Koch hostel, sorry, not flat.
Wase ke ethi makashayisa emsebenzini waya ke eflatini lakhe uma esuke eflatini lakhe waya khona laphana ehostel lase George Koch. Uthini?
Angeke ngazi ukuthi uhambe kanjani kodwa mina ngambona early futhi ngambona nantambama.
I wouldn't say as to the particular spots that he went to, but I would ascertain that I saw him in the morning and I also saw him late in the afternoon.
Not in the morning.
Or in the day, I saw him later in the day.
My lord, that is the end of my cross-examination at this stage. However, my lord, I would ask that the witness be recalled because I need to get my own device to open these pictures wherein the date when these pictures were taken will be reflected, my lord, because from the state device it's not reflected, whereas in my memory stick it is, my lord. I'll just have to get that.
So when will that happen?
It can be today, my lord.
Okay, fine.
You can be
You must stand down, gentlemen.
My lord, maybe if there is another witness, maybe we can proceed with another witness whilst I'm making the arrangements. I will inform the state as soon as I'm ready, my lord.
Okay.
Thank you.
That is in order, my lord. That is in order.
Okay.
I don't know, are we going to do the re-exam now or is it also going to stand?
No, you have to stand. Procedurally, you can't.
As a court pleases. The witness can then...
Yeah, can you stand down?
Stand down.
Later.
My lord, we'll just request a short adjournment. The next witness is here. There was a change of plan. We just want to discuss that with the defense to find out if they are fine with the new arrangement.
Okay, fine. All right.
proceeding. The witness is just outside.
Mind the witness is still under oath. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, my lord.
Understood, ma'am.
My lord, last time when we adjourned, my lord, I had put the version to the witness regarding the picture which appears in Exhibit S on page 17. However, my lord, the date was not depicted in this picture, the date on which this photo was taken. However, when I discussed with my learned friend, Mr. Baloyi, he confirmed that it does appear, my lord. I think we had a problem with the beaming on Friday. May I just be assisted regarding that? Because the date which appears on Exhibit S, it doesn't show what is the date for. My lord, you can go to page 17. It just says IMG 2014-26, 17, 28, 39 /
Sorry, it's 2014?
24 IMG dash 2014 10 26 dash 17 28 39 dash 001. So my lord, when you see these numbers, they don't show, whereas when you open it from the laptop, it shows the date and time when the picture was.
And what was the time?
Was
17?
taken. The time is 17:28, 39 minutes, my lord. 39 seconds.
Mr. Baloyi, is that your position?
Indeed, my lord.
So the date this photo was taken was the 26th of October,
Yes, my lord.
2014.
Yes.
That's 17, 28, 39.
Yes.
Sergeant Mabasa also testified about.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah, that's the term. That's the version, my lord, I was trying to refer the witness to in terms of the time and the location where.
But the location also, does it show the location?
It doesn't show the location. However, my learned friend can confirm from there, because we're trying to find out from the investigating officer if they can be able to show that.
Mr. Baloyi?
My lord, we did confirm with the downloader. There's a specific function on the camera that has to be activated for the location to be shown. It's a location function on the camera, and it appears that that function was either not activated or this device did not have that function. So the location cannot be determined.
Yes, Ms. Mshololo, so what are you saying?
Thank you, my lord. My lord, the accused version is that at the time when the picture was taken, he was at George Koch, my lord, in Johannesburg.
Yeah, so that version is not confirmed by forensic evidence that the location is George Koch, but his assertion is that he was at George Koch. Are we agreed on that?
Yes, my lord. And according to the picture, that is buildings that are depicted in this picture, my lord. Yes. That's what I wanted the witness to comment, if the buildings depicted here are that one of Soto Hostel, or he doesn't know, because the version of the witness is that the accused was at Soto Hostel at that time.
Is it Soto Hostel or George Koch Hostel?
It's Soto Hostel, but it's in Vosloorus, my lord.
Yeah, but it can't be George Koch. I know George Koch very well.
Yes, my lord. The version for the witness is that.
Is it a George Koch Hostel? That's what I want to know. Or Basotho Hostel. From the evidence I heard, Basotho Hostel is where? Vosloorus. That's it. Now, George Koch Hostel is different. It's a different entity from Basotho Hostel. That's it.
Then what I was asking from the witness, my lord, I was referring to him to say this is not Basotho, but it is George Koch. What is depicted in this picture, my lord?
Mr. Meyiwa, this witness, as I recall, he has already answered that version. Said, if he says so, it's okay, but I saw him. You want us to play it back? Just play it back. Because I heard that.
That version has already been
Refuted.
put to the witness, and yeah, his answer was that the accused was there at Vosloorus.
Okay, I will just play it back, man. Mr. Stenographer.
And that he saw him there.
Hello? Friday. Was it Friday? Sorry. Wednesday, whatever.
Wednesday, yeah.
The last time we sat.
Well, the notes that we have of what was put to the witness was that the photo was taken on 26 October 2015, and it was taken at George Koch hostel around 1728 on the 26th of October 2014. And further, the accused says he was never at the Sotho hostel in Vosloorus, that he was at work, and thereafter he went to his flat. The witness said he was indeed at Vosloorus hostel.
Do you recall the evidence as such?
Yes, my lord, I do recall, but the only thing that I wanted to confirm with the witness, my lord, is that what is depicted in this picture, that it is not Basotho hostel, but it is George Koch.
Yeah, show him. So that's...
Yes. Thank you, my lord. Can I be assisted by the station? Mr. Zungu, can you look at that picture? It's on page 17 of Exhibit S. Do you confirm that the building depicted in that picture is not that one of hostel in Vosloorus?
Uma ubheka lesi sithombe nombuka lesi sithombe lesi-ke la ku page 17 uyavuma yini ukuthi le bhilidi leli akusilona leli elase Basotho hostel eVosloorus?
ngalo ukuphikisana nalo angisazi ukuthi sasibophi le ndawo kubhaliwe ukuthi George Koch ngeke ngikwazi ukukhuluma nehostel ngalibona ukuthi kuphi kodwa engushoyo accused number 1 accused number 5 and accused number 3 ukuthi bona engibabonayo kule sithombe.
The only thing I can comment on is that it's accused number 3 and number 5 that I can see on this picture, but I cannot recall as to where we were when this picture was taken, because it's not written as to whether it's Vosloorus or George Koch.
Okay, but that is not the building for Vosloorus.
But actually ibhilidi lase Vosloorus
Basotho hostel.
Lase George Koch Plaza.
I don't know, I either don't know the George Koch building.
Well, can you answer my question? Is that Vosloorus hostel or not?
The
building.
Ibhilidi leli elase hostel lase Vosloorus noma cha?
Ngeke ngikwazi ukuconfirma lokho ngoba angangabheki konke ama building engilazi ngangikulo indle engangikuyo.
I cannot comment on that because I wasn't looking at all the buildings there. The only building that I know is the one of the house in which I was in.
Okay, the accused version is that that picture was taken in George Koch hostel where he was at 1725.
25 or 28?
1728.
28, yes.
On the 26th of October 2014.
Akushoyo-ke umsolo yena-ke ukuthi lana-ke ukuthathwa kwalesi sithombe lesi ngo-1728 ngalela langa lami 26 of October 2014 wayeseGeorge Koch.
Do you have any comment?
Comment yami ngathi ukuthi wayese ngo-5:05 wayese hostel eVosloorus noma eGeorge Koch. Angimbona ngo-5:30. Isikhathi ngimbone ngaso early before 5:30 na after seku late ntambama. kwangesiyena u5:30 njengombushini.
When I saw him at Vosloorus, it was not 5:30, it was earlier and later on. So it was not at 5:30 when I saw him in Vosloorus, as you have said.
Thank you, my lord. I've got no further questions.
Yes, sir. Are you through for this witness?
Thank you, my lord. I have no further questions, my lord.
Okay, thanks. Any re-examination?
So, if I may clear certain aspects that have arisen from the cross-examination of my learned colleagues with the witness as the court pleases. Now, Mr. Zungu, when you allegedly saw accused number 1 and 2 at Vosloorus hostel on the 26th of October 2014, what were their hairstyles?
Ngathi ubona ke umsolo wokuqala kanye nowesibili eVosloorus ngazo i26 kaOctober 2014 imaphi ama hairstyles ababe nawo.
Ngangawabhekanga ama hairstyle ngicommente kuwo.
I wasn't looking at the hairstyles. I won't be able to comment on them or about them.
But specifically, say for example, accused number 2, if he had dreadlocks, you stand up that at the time he had dreadlocks, correct?
Uma kuwukuthi asithi ke u-accused number 2 wayenama dreadlocks, into leyo ke eyayizogqama ke ukuthi wayenama dreadlocks angithi.
Uthi wayenama dreadlocks.
Uthi uma asithi, yeah, asithi, yes,
afansekile. Ngoba ngimbonanga, ngicommente kulokho ngicommente lokho.
As I've already said that I couldn't see that, so I won't be able to comment on that.
And then let's talk about the gold inlets on the tooth, especially for accused number 2. Did you notice that he had any gold inlets on his teeth or one of the tooth on the 26th of October 2014?
Asigxila ke na ke number 2 ingaba wabona yini noma waqaphela yini ukuthi wayene gold awayenayo emazinyweni noma kwelinye lamazinyo akhe.
I
think I won't be able to recall whether he had it or not, so I won't be able to comment on that.
And also regarding accused number 2, did you notice whether or not he had tattoos on his person, on his arms, on his limbs? Did you see that?
Ukuthi wayena tattoo number 2.
Njoba egqoke iskipa ihood eblack enemlamo ama-long sleeve ngangengikwazi ukumbona ngaphakathi ezandleni zakhe.
As he was wearing a black hoodie with long sleeves, I would not have been able to see on his hands or on his arms.
Now, pertaining to the time when you went to buy alcohol at Tops, do you recall what time it was on that Sunday, the 26th of October?
I thought you were clarifying something. Please.
It's clarification, my lord. It's important.
Talking about the Tops.
Yes, it's important the time they went there, my lord.
What are you clarifying? The time?
Yes.
Okay, let's hear you.
Ngicela ungaphawuli ngesikhathi ngoba ngikhumbula isikhathi kwakubani. Njengoba ngangishilo eqaleni futhi kuwo lo umbuzo ngasho ukuthi ngeke ngazi ukuthi isikhathi kwaku10:02 kwaku10:03.
May I not comment about the time because I did say that I don't know what time it was, and I think I was asked by you that question, and I said that I won't be able to say whether it was 10:02 or 10:03.
Now, regarding where accused number 2 was staying in October 2014, do you know exactly where he was staying?
I have no knowledge of that. But what I do know is that he was also visiting.
And do you perhaps know where he was employed in October 2014?
No,
I have no knowledge. I heard it from you.
Now, your testimony is that at some time after 9 o'clock, you saw the people that you saw walking into Gwabini's room, 2 of them handing firearms to Gwabini. Do you recall that aspect of your testimony?
Uyakhumbula ubufakazi bakho umuthi ke kunalabantu abangena ke ekameleni kaGwabini ababili kubona ke basebendlulisela ngeibhamu ke uGwabini.
Yebo.
Yes.
Now, evidence led in this court from the witnesses Tumelo Madlala, Zandile Mshololo, and Thokozisi Twala is the following, and not all of them said the same thing, but I'll summarize it.
Kunalabofakazi ke abahlukile uTumelo, uMthokozisi, uZandile, akusibona bonke ke abasho lokho kodwa nje ngizosummarize
that 2 intruders entered the house on the 26th of October at the Khumalo household.
ukuthi ke kunabantu ababili abangena kwaKhumalo ngazo i26 kaOctober.
And one of the intruders, the first one, who is described as being shot with dreadlocks, and according to the gestures of witnesses, the dreadlocks were up to the ear neck level. He was dark, he had big eyes that were protruding, he had high cheekbones, and that he had a shiny skin, and that suspect or intruder was in possession of a firearm.
As a good case, my lord, I know my learned friend is now having a third bite at the
You know what? Then I'll be told I'm interfering.
This version has previously been put to the witness when he had a second bite at the cherry.
Yeah, this is an abusage of the system.
The same version is now.
Wait. It's an abusage of the system. You are aware of that. Because you stood up and you said you wanted to clarify some issues arising from Ms. Mshololo's cross-examination. Now we're starting the whole file again.
I didn't say
Now we're starting about Zandile and Tumelo. This is what they said. And you cross-examined on that. Just be fair.
I didn't cross-examine on this aspect, my lord, but when I stood up, I didn't say specifically to the evidence of Ms.
So you're clarifying on the whole evidence now?
I said, coming out from my three colleagues, because certain issues arose, my lord. If I may go to one of them, for example, let's go to this.
No, okay, do whatever you want to do. Go on, as you want.
I'm not doing what I want to do, my lord. I'm doing things within the procedure of this court. If I had a second bite, I'll know which aspects I cross-examined on. I wouldn't repeat myself. That's why this I was writing as he was testifying, answering questions from my three colleagues on the left-hand side. Now, on the 24th of October, it was testified that one of the suspects was wearing a hat. Did you see accused number 1 and 2 allegedly at Vosloorus wearing a hat?
24 October.
26th of October, I'm sorry.
Ufakazike ukuthi nge26 kaOctober omunye wabasolo wake wayefake isigqoko nabo khona kwambona wayefake isigqoko alelo langa lelo.
Usho kuphi refer kwabakhulu balo namala kade betestify ngaphambi kwami.
Referring to the witnesses, the Khumalos or the people that testified before me.
People that testified before you.
Yeah,
that were in the house.
Angikwazi ukukhomenta ngabo ngangekho kaKhumalo.
I can't comment on what they said. I wasn't at the Khumalo household.
Now, in one of the cross-examinations from Counsel for 3 and 5, you were asked about photos that you saw in the newspapers. What I need to clarify from you, was it photos or identity kits that you saw in the newspaper that you said one of them resembled accused number 2's appearance?
Kulokushilo ke ngaloko owakubona noma izithombe wayibona ke kuma newspaper kwakuyithombe noma kwakuyi identity kit le owayibona kwi newspaper.
It's identity kit.
Identity kit. That was done by Steenkamp.
As the court pleases, my lord, those are the clarifications, questions I had. I'm indebted. Thank you.
Yes. Any re-examination? Mr. Baloyi.
As the court pleases, my lord. Mr. Zungu, the sum total of the cross-examination by the defense amounts to the following: that your evidence that you saw accused number 1 up to 5 at Vosloorus hostel on the 26th of October 2014 in the circumstances that you have described, and the role that you attributed to each of the accused, as the defense put it, that your evidence in this regard is a fabrication.
Okushiwo abameli ke ubona kumibuzo abayiphothe kwena ke ukuthi lokho kushilo wena ubufakazi bakho la enkantolo bokuthi wababona ke abasolwa ukusuka kuyena umsolwa wokuqala kuyofika ke umsolwa wesihlanu nokuthi ke yikuphi okwenziwa umsolwa ngamunye ngalelo langa lelo ke ukuthi nje yinto nje wena oyifabricated into yakhayo noma uyakhile kwamanye amagama bathi akukho lokho okushoyo ngabamanga abasolwa.
Now, do you have any reason or any motive to fabricate the evidence against the accused?
Ingabe unasi zathu yini noma ikhona yini inhloso nayo yokuthi nje ungabakhela itulo nje noma ungathi nje ukhuluma ongekho ngabo?
Anginalo ngincane nje lokubakhela itulo lami.
Not even the smallest of motives to fabricate anything against them.
And furthermore, that on the basis of that fabrication, that you approach General Shabani.
Nokuthi ke ngokuqhubekeka ke kulelo tulo lelo noma kulokho okwakhayo ke ngakubo ukuthi wase uya ku General Shabani.
Also on the basis of that fabrication that you approach the Commissioner of Police.
Wabe usiya nakuyena ke umcommissioner wamaphoyisa.
That also on the basis of that fabrication you interacted with Warrant Officer Makubo and Lieutenant Colonel Buthelezi.
Wakhulumisana naye uwarrant officer Makubo kanye naye uLieutenant Colonel Buthelezi.
Now, would you go to such lengths to pursue this matter on the basis of this fabrication as it was put to you by the defense?
Na njengoba ke abameli beshilo ke kuwena ukuthi ke kunale tulo ke lakhaya ngabona ke abasolwa ubungase uze uhambe lelo banga lelo noma ke uhambe wenze konke nje yonke leyo mizamo leyo kule nhloso yakho ke yokuthi wena ke khona ke ubakhela itulo.
Objection. It's suggested that on behalf of all the accused, on the basis of the fact that it was put to him that his version is a fabrication. Now, the extension thereto is on the basis of that fabrication, would he then have approached the people that the state said he approached, Makubo, the National Commissioner and all the others? On behalf of accused number 3, he never said that. So what is now being put to the witness here as something that could have been suggested by accused number 3 is misleading.
Yes, Mr. Aloy.
Well, that is the essence, but we'll just maybe qualify it then to the latest cross-examination by counsel for accused number 5.
Uthi ke mhlambe kubahlanganise bonke ke kodwa uzobuya ke athi ke imibuzo ke uqeda ke ukhonza kwena ke ummeli kaMsolwa wesihlanu.
Kubo bonke abathi ngibaqambela amanga ngangenazizathu sokubasukela nesizathu sokuthi ngihambe ngikhuluma ngabo kabuhlungu kangaka mhlambe engusho la kusho iqiniso elenzeke.
All those that maybe are alleging that I'm telling lies, lying about them, would not have done this or said such things about them. I'm telling the truth and that which happened.
But I'm not even so sure whether the states understand the basis of my objection.
Well, you know, it particularizes the assertion or the question with regard specifically to accused number 5's assertions through the counsel that it's a fabrication.
Thank you, man. I think it should be put in that way. Maybe that way.
I thought you did.
Yes.
You didn't do that, sir.
Yes, that's what I've just done, Lord.
Let's talk Shangan, please.
Counsel for accused number 5 put it to that the incident that you testified about as per page 48 and 49 of the report, which pertains to the proceedings of the 7th of November 2023.
Is it September or November?
September.
Yes.
7 September 2023.
I'm on the ball, Mr. Umar.
Yes, thank you. That when you were coming from the shop on the 18th of November 2019, that one Mr. Ntuli, who was with one Mr. Nkazimulo, to whom you testified that they are related to accused number 1 and 5, produced a firearm through the window of a parked car. It was put to you by counsel for accused number 5 that that incident did not occur and that you are fabricating this incident.
Mayelana nobufakazi bakho ke obethuleke la enkantolo mayelana nalesigameko ke esenzeka ngelanga owabuya ngalo esitolo wasuthi ke wabona ke uNkazimulo kanye naye ke umnumzana Ntuli futhi kukhishwe isibhamu kuyona ke imoto emile ummeli kaMsola wesihlanu uthe lokho akaze kwenzeke.
What is your comment?
Uthini lokho?
Nesiqinisekiso siphelele ukuthi kwenzeka ngoba ngaze ngakhuluma no-accused number 1 mayelana nalolu daba futhi ngahamba ngaya Vosloorus society yaseJimmiston ngiyodibana noGwabini emva kwenzeka ngalolu daba.
I am very much certain that it happened because after that I spoke to accused number 1 and I also went to the site of Jimmiston of Vosloorus to go and speak to Gwabini with regards to that.
Now, on the proposition by the defense, in particular counsel for accused number 5, that your evidence is fabricated, you testified on page 95 of the proceedings of 11 September 2023 that you had to move your people to safety.
Ushilo ke kona ke lokho okushiwo kuyena ke ummeli accused number 5 ukuthi mayela ke naloko ke kwase kuphoqeka ke ukuthi umndeni wakho uhambiseke useke kwindawo ye safety noma kwindawo esafe evikelekile.
Yebo.
Yes.
Now, would you take such a step on the basis of fabricated evidence?
Ubungakwenza lokho uma bekuwukuthi lokho okhulumayo kuyinto engekho.
Ngangengikwazi ukwenza lokho.
I would not have done that.
Now, when cross-examined by counsel for the accused, you refer to the accused mainly by their names, such as Muzi when you're referring to accused number 1, Mafika when referring to accused number 2, Gaza when referring to accused number 3, and Ugani when referring to accused number 4. Can you just clarify where did you get to know those names?
Bekuthi ke uma ubuzwa imibuzo ke ibona ke abameli bose uthi uma ukhuluma ngabo abasolwa ukhulume uma ukhuluma ngo-accused number 1 uthi Muzi, accused number 2 uthi Mafika, number 3 uthi Gadla, number 5 uthi Nkani. Amagama owathathe phi lawo?
Ngasho ukuthi amagama engazi ngawo namagama engathola kubo eVosloorus bese ngabizana lamagama abawabizana.
I would say that that's the name by which I know them and names that I got from them in Vosloorus, and we were not referring to each other by the names that they are now calling themselves by.
Shuta amagama abo asemakhaya noma ngabe abagama ababizwa ngawo ajwayelekile.
I would say that those are their names from back home, or those are the usual names by which they are being called.
Now, in cross-examination by Mr. Ramusipili for accused number 1, during the proceedings of the 11th of September 2023, at page 54, lines 5 to 6, you testify that you knew Gadla or Carlos as a Butelezi.
Uthe uGadla mazi ke nanje ngoCarlos noma ke uButhelezi.
Can you clarify as to why you say you know accused number 3 as Butelezi?
Ungasho ukuthi kungani ke uthi umazi nanje ngoButhelezi accused number 3?
Ukuthi wakamncube bengakwazi ngakuzwa mayifika mhlambe kule nkantolo ukuthi wakamncube bengazothi uGadla wakaButhelezi.
Okay, that he is from the Mncube clan, I didn't know that. I only got to know that when I got to this court. What I knew is that he is from the Buthelezi.
Or related to Buthelezi, kodwa bengimazi ukuthi wakaButhelezi.
Or that he is related to Buthelezi, but what I knew was that he is a Buthelezi.
Iyafana naku accused number 5 futhi bengingamazi ukuthi ungwakaNtuli bengimazi ukuthi ungwakaZungu.
Same applies with accused number 5. I didn't know that I belonged to the Ntuli clan, but that I belonged to the Zungu clan.
Now, all counsel cross-examine you as to who was in the red car when you went to buy alcohol at Tops.
Bonke ke abameli bakubuze ukuthi obani bonke ababekhona kuleya moto ibomvu nkathi niya kwa Tops niyothenga utshwala.
Can you clarify as to who was in the red car when you went to buy alcohol at Tops, as far as you can remember?
Ngokukhumbula kwakho ke usungachaza ke ukuthi kwakuwobani ababekhona kuleya moto ibomvu nkathi niya eTops.
Emotweni ebomvu sasu5 buyo phakathi mangwesi5 futhi mina.
There were 5. Sorry, there were 5 of us inside that vehicle. I was the 5th one, and there were 4 others.
Ulabo accused number 3.
Amongst them, sorry, amongst them, accused number 3, who is Gadla, he was there.
Abanye noma ngasabakhumbula ukuthi kwangobani, kodwa ngiyazithi abanye babo babekhona, kodwa noma ngasakhumbula ukuthi ubani njengo driver wayo. I'm
unable to remember the others as to who they were. Although yes, they were there, but I can't say who they were. There was a driver, but I can't recall who. But accused number 3 specifically, I know that he was there.
Now, the counsel for accused number 3 and 4 put it to that the owner of the red car is one Nyamuza. Do you know such a person?
Bashilo ke kwena abameli bakhe accused number 3 and number 4 ukuthi umnikazi ke wayo leya moto Nyamuza.
Angimazi.
I don't know him.
Counsel for accused number 3 and 4 put it to that Mantizwani Kanyile appears on page 47. Now, do you know any person by that name?
Bashilo ke kwena ke umeli ka number 3 and number 4 ukuthi uMantizwane Kanyile uyena ke la ku page 47. Uyamazi ke umuntu onalelo gama.
Ngiyaphikisa lokho umuntu okuleya page number 47 yimi.
I dispute that the person who is in that picture 47, it's myself.
No, they said that the person wearing red.
No, I am not.
No, I have no knowledge of him.
Yes. And it was further put to you that
objection, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We never suggested that the person who is wearing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll just rephrase that. That the person that appears on page 47 that you say is yourself, it's Mantizwane Kanyile. I'm sorry.
Guti lo oku page 47 lo othi wena kuthiwa uyena ke lo ekuthiwa uMantizwane Kanyile hayi lo ogqoke ezibomvu kodwa lo wena othi wena kuthiwa cha akusiwena kodwa uMantizwane Kanyile.
Ngiyaphikisa lokho.
I dispute that.
It was further put it to you that the person that appears on page 47 in red, it's Nicelimpilo Ndawonge. Do you know any person by that name?
Nokuthi lona ke ogqoke ezibomvu ke Nicelimpilo Ndawonge.
Yes. Do you know any person by that name?
Uyamazi umuntu onalelo gama lelo?
Cha.
No.
It was also further put it to you by counsel that photo 47 was taken by one Mr. Mabungu Ntuli.
Nokuthi ke umthobela lesi sithombe lesi 47 kwakuMabungu Ntuli.
Ngeke uphikise ukuthi ubani wayithatha isithombe njengoba ngitshelwe yini ukuthi asise Vosloorus la sithatha lesithombe kodwa ukuthi ubani wayithatha igama lakhe ngeke ngisho ukuthi ubani angimazi.
I wouldn't dispute or say as to who was the person who took the picture, as I was told by them that where the location here is Vosloorus, but as to who the taker of the picture is, I don't know.
It was further put it to that this picture on page 47 was taken at a place called Lesedi in Vosloorus,
ukuthi ke futhi ke la isithombe lesi sathathwa khona ke kuselisedi eVosloorus
which is near a shopping center.
eseduze ke ne-shopping center.
Now, on your way to Tops or on the way back, did you stop at any other place?
Endleleni ke eya eTops noma uma nibuya eTops ukhona la enama khona yini?
Objection, my lord.
Yeah.
That is going to be new evidence that is now being introduced via the back door.
Yeah, that's new evidence.
Well, we're not going to belabor the point, Mano, but they did introduce the issue of Lesedi, and we just want to find out as to whether did they stop at any place called Lesedi. But listen, Mano, it's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
What we can perhaps do is to rephrase the question. Did you stop anywhere on your way to Tops or on your way back?
If you want to rephrase, you've got to say, did you stop at a place called Lesedi?
Lesedi.
Because that's pertinently what was put.
As a court places, we're indebted to the court. Did you stop at the place called Lesedi?
Khona indawo ethi mayibiza kuthiwa yiLesedi la enama khona.
Noma ngayazi indawo ukuthi yini ngizwela icourt ukuthi Lesedi.
Although
Kodwa sahamba sima endleleni.
Although I don't know the place, but I heard it here in court that it's Lesedi. But as we were driving, we would stop now and then stop.
Yes.
Ngifuna ukucacisa lapho ukuthi safika uma ngathi ngozi la.
Again, that is new evidence. That is new evidence because it never emerged under cross-examination whether or not there were instances where they stopped on their way or on their way back from Tops.
Are you saying the new evidence is elicited and it is uttered in response by Mr. Zungu? That's the new evidence. That's the new evidence you're referring to.
Yes, madam.
That Mr. Zungu is proffering new evidence.
Yes, but through the state. Through the assistance of the state. But in other words, what I'm saying is the state is now introducing new evidence through what it calls re-examination. Because this is some of the aspects that should have been said in his evidence in chief or conveyed in his evidence in chief.
Yes, Mr. Baloyi.
Mr. Court, please, my lord. The issue of Lesedi was introduced by counsel during cross-examination, but the witness has already said that they, has already responded to, to that aspect. I will not take it any further. It's neither here nor there, my lord.
I would therefore, my lord, request that with due respect, that on account of the fact that the state is conceding from what I can gather from what he's saying, that piece of evidence that is now being elicited in this re-examination be disregarded, because that's now amounts to new evidence.
Okay, I'll disregard it.
We'll just ask the witness to clarify this aspect. Just once, can you just clarify, do you know anything about a place called Lesedi?
Vosloorus,
which is near a shopping complex.
Khona yini indawo yaziyo eyiLesedi eseduze ne-complex, ne-shopping complex?
Angwazi ama-section akhona nguzwe la ecourt ukuthi iLesedi.
I don't know the sections there. I only heard it here in court that it's called Lesedi.
Yes, but do you know anything about that place?
Ukhona okwaziyo ngaleyo ndawo leyo?
Akukho ngikwaziyo ngayo.
No, I know nothing about it.
Now, if we can just deal with your affidavit, paragraph 21 of your affidavit, exhibit AA. You were cross-examined by counsel for accused number 4 as to why you say, or why it is stated in paragraph 21 of your affidavit that the person who appears on photo 7, 170, 17, and 2 and 23 is Mthokoziseni Mapisa.
Ubuziweke ukuthi kungani uthi ke lo muntu lona ke okule ithombe u7 u170 17 no23 ukuthi kungani uthi lo muntu lowo Mthokoziseni Mapisa.
Just show those pictures. It's page 7.
7.
Yes, that one, and well, there's no page 170.
17.
Then page 17. And page 23. And page 23.
Okay.
You were asked as to why you state in your affidavit that the person who appears there is Mthokoziseni Mapisa.
Ubuziweke ukuthi kungani uthi lo muntu lona ke okule ithombe lezi uthi Mthokoziseni Mapisa. 7 170 lapho u17 kanye no23.
Ku page 7 kucaca sithi akusiyena angibona kusiyena uMthokoziseni Mapisa.
On page 7 I did explain that no, this is not Mthokoziseni Mapisa.
Or ukuthi kungani ngufakele kwi-statement sami ngengazi inamba njengoba niyibiza ukuthi 7170 kodwa mangisibuka lapha upage number 7 akusiyena ngikhulume ngopage 17 engibone khona accused number 3 and accused number 5.
Okay. And then as you make mention of numbers here, and I also mentioned in my statement that it's page 7. I then wouldn't know as to how the numbering goes, but I then made mention of page 17 where I see accused number 3 and number 5.
Yes. Accused number 7 njengoba kaphira kwi-statement sami akusiyena umuntu ebengimbonile angimazi.
Ngicela uphinde statement eqotho senza manje.
Picture number 7 njengoba ikhona lapha ku-statement.
Okay.
Ngeke ngiqinisekise ukuthi Mthokoziseni Mapisa page number
on 7. Picture number 7 or page number 7, I cannot confirm that the person appearing there is indeed Mthokoziseni Mapisa. Yebo.
Then page 23. Page 23 futhi ngoqinisekisile ukuthi angimazi o-accuse ome lapho angengicommente ngaso.
On page 23 I did confirm that I don't know the accused who's standing there. I cannot confirm that.
Ikakhulukazi bengibuza ngomgqoke isikipa esibomvu.
And especially I was being asked about the person wearing a red t-shirt.
Now, counsel for accused number 5 cross-examine you about the name Ntogo, whom you said was introduced as the brother of accused number 4.
Ummeli wakhe ke umsolo wesihlanu kuzile ngegama kaMthogo
That's not me, my lord.
Sorry, accused number 5.
Yeah, I don't recall that evidence.
Sorry, accused number 5.
Let's repeat that assertion.
Counsel for accused number 5 questioned you about Ntogo. I'm sorry, I think counsel for accused number 4 questioned you about Ntogo, whom you said was introduced as the brother of accused number 4. Can you just clarify who imparted that knowledge to you? How did you come to know of that?
Uma ubuzwa ke ummeli wakhe accused number 4 mayelana negama ke lithi Ntogo wase uthi umuphendula ke wachazwa ke kuwena ke nanjengomuntu noma wethulwa ke kuwena nanjengomfowabo ka accused number 4 Ntogo. Awusho ke ukuthi ubani loyo owakunika leyo information noma ubani owakunika lolo lwazi lolo ukuthi Ntogo umfowabo ka accused number 4.
Njengoba ngihamba naye uMthogo mangihamba ngisuke eVosloorus futhi uyena ogcina ngimdropa ngamdropa egarage igama lakhe uMthogo kodwa kusiyena accused number 4. owakamaphisa naye akusiyena kodwa accused number 4 wakubonga ukuthi abahlobene ngivumile kulokho mayithina kahlobene nabo kodwa ngolwazi lami bengazithonga kubo.
I was traveling with with Mtogo, and he's the last person that I dropped at the garage, and his name is Mtogo, and what I knew is that he's also from Mapisa, but I then, when it was then said to me that they are not related, I then said, okay, I then concede that they then are not related. But according to my knowledge, I knew him to be from Mapisa, to be a Mapisa.
Just the last aspect, Constable Zungu. Counsel for accused number 5 asked you as to what description of accused number 2 did you see in the identity kit that appeared in the newspaper article on the 28th of October 2014. You then answered that when you look at the suspect in that newspaper article, you saw accused number 2. Can you clarify as to what is it in the identity kit that resembled the accused number 2?
Ubuziweke ummeli wakhe ke accused number 5 ukuthi ke uma ubona noma ke kuleyo identity kit owayibona ke kwi newspaper yange 28 is October 2014 wasuthi wena ke ubona accused number 2 ukuthi ke yini le owayibona ke kuleyo identity kit kuleyo newspaper leyo eyakwenza ukuthi usho ukuthi accused number 2.
Ukuqinisekisa nje ngabona ngendlela akwayigqoke ngakhona nangendlela ukuthi waphuma phambi kwamabe ngithetha ngaphakathi endlini waphuma yena kubo bonke ephuma eyaye main room yilokho kwangenza kube nesiqiniseko ukuthi ngimbone kahle futhi ngiyamkhumbula ukuthi wayigqoke ihood eblack.
It's what he was wearing, or the manner in which he was wearing on the day, and also on the day in Vosloorus, my lord, as I was speaking there, and he left the room just right in front of me, and I could then see that he was wearing a black hoodie.
Nokuyichinja kwakhe lokho kwangiqinisekisa ukuthi ngimsolo ukuthi why changing.
Also the fact that he changed it, my lord, that's what then brought the suspicion as to why did he change it.
Just one aspect, my lord, with the permission of the court, all counsel referred to this identity kit. We just want to show this witness an identity kit just for him to say whether or not that is the identity kit that was shown to him. Just that aspect, my lord.
Counsels, Mr. Disappear.
My lord, I'm going to object to that. No picture was referred to in evidence in chief relating to the identity kit. He only gave the description. I only now, in my clarification, only asked whether it was an identity kit or an image. I didn't refer him to any such actual identity kit itself. So I'm going to object to that, Madam.
Mr. Nisi?
I think that is going to be a third-party material, something that was Mr. Ramusipili was not accorded the opportunity to do. Same analogy goes to the state in respect of this aspect.
Mr. Namano?
My lord, I also asked him about the identity kit which appeared. I also asked him about the identity kit which appeared on the newspaper. There was no picture of the identity kit which was shown to the witness under cross-examination.
So Mr. Louis wants to show you want to show them the witness what?
Just an identity kit.
Where does it originate from? The newspaper or where?
The witness can. Well, Mr. Counsel for accused number 4 mentioned that Warren Officer Stinekam. Yes. That
identity kit, from where does it originate?
Yes, it's from Warren Officer Stinekam, and if she comes to testify, she'll testify about that.
Yes, you're saying you did ask about the identity kit, Mr. Ngomalo, and what happened?
I did ask him about the identity kit which was shown on the newspaper. I did not show him any identity kit under cross-examination.
Oh, you asked him about what he was not seeing?
I asked him about what he saw on the newspaper, the identity kit which was shown on the newspaper.
I see. Yes, ma'am.
Also, my lord, I've never made any reference, as the state suggests, my lord. It's a wrong referral on my side. I've never referred the witness to that identity kit. in my cross-examination. I only referred, my lord, to the newspaper.
Well, my lord,
Oh, sorry, wait, Mr. You say you only referred to the newspaper. What were you referring to the newspaper? Because I recall this witness said there were actually two, he calls it pictures, images, which were counterbalanced on the newspaper, which he says he can't recall, but he thinks it was a citizen. You recall that evidence?
Yes, my lord. I remember making reference to the newspaper, but not to the exhibit that is suggested by my learned friend now.
So that doesn't originate from the newspaper cutting?
Yes.
Mr.
well,
Baloyi.
the cross-examination was, what description of accused 2 did you see in the sketch plan? That is what counsel for accused number 5 asked.
And what was the answer?
And the answer was, when I look at the suspect that is now on that sketch plan, I saw accused number 2.
Right.
Yeah.
But this witness pertinently mentioned that he actually saw either a picture or an image in one of the newspapers.
Yes.
Or pertinently says it could have been the citizen.
Yes.
Do we recall that evidence, Mr. Ramsey?
Yes.
I do, my lord.
Yes.
So he was referring to an identity kit.
My
Was
lord,
it
let's put it contextually.
not?
Witnesses before that were in the house have testified, and this identity kit was never shown to them to comment thereon. Specifically regarding what Advocate Numalo referred to, it was for the identity kit of the person with dreadlocks.
No, that's not the question I'm asking.
Yes,
This question is limited to this witness.
yes.
According to Mr. Baloyi, he wants to show this witness to identify whether the image which he's going to show him, which he refers to as an identity kit, is the one which he perused in one of the newspapers. Is that not what you're trying to suggest?
Indeed, my lord.
And I'm saying to you, did this witness ever refer to an identity image or kit or picture in a newspaper? That's all.
He did, my lord.
Right. So what's the problem with him being shown that? If he did refer to it, Mr. Mnisi argued that is new evidence. Is this new evidence?
My lord, it's totally different. If Mr. Baloyi says we are going to present you what is a clip or an extract from the newspaper, I think he said it was a Citizen or whatever. Is this what you were referring to in your evidence in chief? Then that or in your cross-examination, that is going to be something different. But now to come and introduce a paper that we do not know, actually a paper that comes from Steene Camp, is something totally different. Because this information, this witness did not get it from Steene Camp. He was only told that these are the images that were drawn by Steene Camp, but he got them from the newspaper. Let the state introduce that newspaper, and we will be very glad as well to have a copy of such a newspaper.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Mumari.
My lord, if it is an article from the newspaper, I will have no problem. If it is an extract from the newspaper, I will have no problem.
If it's an extract from a paper,
Yes.
you have a problem.
Of the newspaper.
Listen to
Of
me.
the newspaper.
If it's an article from a paper, not a newspaper, a paper, you have a problem.
I have
If
a
it's an article from a newspaper, you don't have a problem.
I don't have a problem.
But both these are contained in a paper or a document.
The newspaper which he read.
Right, ma'am? Mshololo.
My lord, I object. Even if it's an evidence from the paper or from the newspaper, it cannot be introduced during re-examination because it was never introduced during examination in chief.
The last word for you, Mr.
As a context, my lord, I've indicated to my learned friends why we didn't want to introduce that evidence, but they themselves, out of their own accord, introduced that evidence. Now, we hear about this identity kit that was shown to the witness, but the court is absolutely in the doubt as to what was shown to this witness. We submit that it is important that the witness be afforded the opportunity to say, this is the identity kit that was shown to me, or he can say it's not.
Yeah, thanks. My ruling is that it can be shown. The reasoning will be supplied later.
As a court, please.
Okay.
Now, just a clarification. I'm just talking about is this now the images that are from the newspaper?
Ask your learned colleague.
Yes, that's
Yes, I can't do that in a direct way. I should
No, ask
take
him, because he's introducing the evidence.
yes, that's what we've just asked the witness.
Is that from the newspaper?
Yes.
It's a newspaper thing.
Yes, the image that you saw.
We have just said, madam, we are going to request that we also furnish with the clip of that newspaper or the cutting of that newspaper as well.
I also object, my lord, we are not in possession of what is being referred to the witness now. It's new evidence which has not been disclosed to us. I therefore object, my lord, to the referral of that picture.
Yeah, but I'm giving a ruling. And you know what? This ruling is made in terms of R versus Hepworth, 1928. We all read it. We can read it again if you want us to read it. It's based on that reasoning. That this court, as an administrator of justice, that it must see to it that justice is seen to be done, and it is indeed done. And that no person in this court is going to be credited with taking a point, like the defense is taking the points.
And my lord, without casting aspersions on anyone, we did provide exactly, this document
On the list of the new exhibits.
to all counsel. Yes, we did provide.
I've got it. I saw this. It's not the first time I see it. Is it the first time you see this document, Mr. Ramsipid?
It may have been furnished.
Hello?
I don't know.
Was it?
It may have been furnished as part of disclosure.
I saw this. I saw this. It's in my list of exhibits. Can you tell us what's...
My lord, we did furnish it to the defense, but we told them as to why we're not leading evidence on that. But they chose to introduce the topic. Hence, we're just asking the witness just to identify.
Now, let's take it slow. Mr.
If we can.
Baloyi, you say you did furnish that document to all the councils here?
Yes. we
All
did.
of them?
Yes, all of them, my lord.
I specifically don't have it, madam, because if I had it, it would have been very simple for me when Zandile was testifying and introduced this image.
Okay, so Mr. Mnisi, you say... Mr. Mnisi, you say Mr. Baloyi never gave you that?
I say I don't have it.
No, that's not my question.
Yes.
He never gave you, not that you have it or you don't have it. He says he furnished it to you,
Yes.
to Mr. Ramosepili,
Yes.
Mr. Ngumalo, and Ms. Mshololo. That's what he says. I gave it. I finished it.
Yes.
Is that not what you're saying, sir?
Yes, indeed, my lord, we did.
I don't have it.
Yeah, that's another story.
Yes. It could have.
I've played the lotto, but I've never won it.
Excuse me.
I've played the lotto, but I've never won it.
The court said you played football, but you never scored.
Yes. Something like similar to that. Okay, Mr. Mshololo. The gentleman, Baloyi, says he furnished that document to all of you.
My lord, this document was never disclosed to me by the state.
Mr. Ngumalo?
The only document that I have, the one reflecting the person with dreadlocks, I did not...
What document is it?
Is this one?
Show it to your colleagues. Where do you get that document from?
It formed part of further particulars.
It's obvious the gentleman on that document is the one who's not having a hoodie. Is that not so, Mr. Ramosipili?
No, where they are together. I don't have...
I say that one. It's the same person who is on the right-hand side, who's
Yes.
not wearing a hoodie. Is
Yes.
that not so?
Yes.
Where did you get that document?
It was furnished to us by the state.
Mr. Mshololo, is the first time you see that document?
My lord, it looks as if there is a confusion, my
No,
lord.
there's no confusion. Have you been furnished with that document?
This document does not depict, my lord, what
Have
is
you
referred.
been furnished with that document? What's the difficulty here?
Yes, my lord, the evidence of a facial image analysis report, we have been furnished with that. But this does not contain what is depicted by the state there, my lord.
Okay, continue, Mr. Baloyi.
As a court, please, my lord, without, I can confirm we separately here in court each counsel, we gave them a copy of this, my lord.
You know, a court must rely on the integrity, honesty of counsels, because we're officers of the court. Here it is, here we're arguing about whether an officer of the court furnished other officers of the court with the document. Then it's no, yes, maybe not. Really? Okay, continue.
Yes, are you able to comment as to whether any of the image identikit was contained in the article?
No, I'm right. Accused number 2.
Okay, what I see there is accused number 2, who is Mafiga on that picture.
Which one?
Mupi.
On my right.
The witnesses on his right. The one with the hoodie.
Thank you. Thank you, that is all.
Yeah. Any cross-examination arising from that, Mr. Ramusipiti?
My lord, none, because I'll have to consult on this.
Yeah, you can consult.
Okay. I mean, that's it. Perhaps 2 clarification questions. Now, if you look at that identity kit on the left with what you allege to be a schematic representation or ID kit of accused number 2, is this how the picture appeared in the newspaper article that you saw?
Yes.
Was it black and white or in color? That picture in the newspaper?
Black and white.
If I remember, I think it was in black and white.
Now, by looking at that, what tells you that that's a black hoodie that's been represented in that picture?
Njengoba injani njengoba igqokile ingangendlela futhi athi mayiphuma ayigqoke ngakhona uma afika endlini yiye ngenza ukuthi ngibe nesishoyo ukuthi uye lo yamsolosuleka lapha.
As it is appearing there, that is exactly the same manner in which he had it on, or he put it on when he left the house, and that's exactly what made me to say that that's him there.
And furthermore, recall when I asked my clarification questions, I asked you whether or not accused number 2 in particular had dreadlocks on the 24th of August, 26th of August 2014, correct? You remember that?
Yes, I remember.
Now, I know you did not participate in the compilation of this identity kit, but if you look towards the back of the hoodie, you will see what look like dreadlocks that also come up to the neck level. Would it be fair to say that?
Ngiyazi ukuthi ungasiyona-ke noma ungasiyona ingxenye yokuhlanganisa-ke noma yokwenza le identity, kodwa uma ubuka-ke isithombe lesiyana uzobona-ke ukuthi la emuva-ke okuvelile la kuloko kubukeka ngathi ama-dreadlocks.
Lokho ngengicommente ngakho ukuthi kuvela kanjani ama-dreadlocks, kodwa engakhomenta ngakho indlela ayigqoke ngakhona nangendlela andlula ngakhona phambi kwami.
I wouldn't comment on that or how it is appearing or how the dreadlocks are appearing, but what I can comment on is how he was wearing it and the manner in which he passed right in front of me.
And also with regard to the beard that is represented there, especially that aspect regarding the beard here, even now in court, if I may ask accused number 2 to remove his hand, he doesn't have that type of beard that also other witnesses testify that he had.
Okay. Yeah,
this one below the lip.
engayigunda phela le 2014 la 2023
This is 2023. That was 2014. He can shave it, but it's him.
Do you want to those look whether or not he does shave?
angiyidingi ngiyaqinisekisa ukuthi uyena lo.
I don't need it. I'm assuring you that it is him.
Accused number 2 instructs me that he's never had that beard. He doesn't grow that beard here. Even to this day.
Khumbula kusimini wayidraw ukuthi mhlawumbe wayidraw wayifaka noma wayigundile ngeke lokho nguqinisekisa.
I'm the one. Sorry, I'm not the one who compiled it. As to whether the one who compiled it drew it or made it to be there, I cannot confirm that.
But when you allegedly saw him on the night in question of this incident, he did not have this beard, correct?
Ngeke ngiqinisekise ukuthi wayenayo ngaleso sikhathi noma wayenayo manje. Engishoyo ukuthi kodwa yena ukubukeka kwakhe wayefana nalo engangembone kulize ithombe.
I cannot confirm that as to whether he had it at the time, but when I looked at him, that he looked exactly the same as the one that was in those pictures.
You are not certain of so many things. What are you exactly certain about regarding this incident of the 26th of October 2014?
Uqinisekisa ukuthi abasola kuleyo nto yibo labangaphambi kwale nkantolo.
That I can to assure you, I'm certain that the suspects that are being alleged to have committed the crime are the ones that are in front of the court or before the court.
Finally, accused number 2 will deny that this schematic representation resembles him in any manner, shape or form.
Phikisana ke umsolo wesibili ukuthi lo olaphayana ke ukuthi ufana naye ke noma umuntu nje osondele noma ufana naye kulezi sithombe. Uyaphikisa lokho.
Uqamba amanga.
He's telling lies.
There's a purpose.
Yes, Mr. Nisi.
Mr. Zungu, you know, out of fairness and nature forgive me. As I look at that picture of the person that is, or the image of the person who's wearing a hoodie, and as I'm saying, nature forgive me, he looks to me to have similar features that as I am looking at you. Now, that says to me, it's a very, it's like when one says utilizing the eyes of the beholder. Because to me, that picture resembles you. To you, resembles accused number 2. To another person, it might resemble a gentleman who's standing just next to you.
Eh? Yes. Let me put my specs on.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah, Mr. Mamalo.
Thank you, my lord. I have no further questions. Thank you.
Yes.
I have no questions. Thank you.
Shalom.
Thank you, my lord. I have no questions.
Thank you. Is that it, Mr. Balui?
That's it, my lord.
Okay, thank you, sir,
Ngiyabonga.
for your assistance. So that will be, that disputed document will be exhibit what?
It will be exhibit
Number?
BB now.
Exhibit?
BB.
BB.
Yes.
As it is a court matter, apparently accused number 3 wants to see you.
I can't stop him. What's that?
He's requesting an indictment that are approaching.
Yes, yes.
Are we going to take the short adjournment or are we proceeding?
What's the time now, Mr. Balui?